Hey, I'm sorry about that. Please let me know if you can hear Elliot. We've actually changed a lot of settings, so hopefully it actually works. Yeah, I'm hoping. Please let us know. But yeah, how are you, Elliot? This will be a great opportunity. If you talk, then they can tell me if they can hear you. I hope they can. I really do. Yes, no? Oh my god. Fucking, I don't understand this. This makes no sense whatsoever. Like, no sense at all. Why is it not picking up the audio from my Discord? It's monitoring on OBS fine. It's all set up the way it should be. I do not understand this. The fuck is this shit? Oh, mate. Yeah, set to that, set to that, set to that. Exactly how it should be. So, yeah. Don't understand it. I've got no one to talk to. It's just me talking to the screen. I want some human interaction. This is why we do this. I love talking to the comments, but I've got you to laugh at me because I'm such an idiot. I don't understand why it's not coming through, man. It makes no sense. I changed all the settings. There's literally nothing I can think of. Why is it not working? I've got you, like... Monitor and output. What, does that make a difference?
Beth said I can hear him, but it's so faint, as like I'm hearing it off of a monitor or something.
Right. Okay. So you can hear him. Right. I'll just crank you up, mate. This is where it's gonna blow my face off. Right. It's 200% on everything. So hopefully you can hear him. I'm praying.
Yeah. Beth said I can hear him, but it's so...
There we go.
Oh, I can hear
you can't
now. I can hear me now.
Right, sweet. Awesome. So, I don't know whether I
don't know what you just did, but I can hear myself absolutely fine now. Do not touch anything at all.
Right. Okay, cool. I'm so sorry. We've lost a lot of viewers all of a sudden. Right, let me actually get into the chat. Thank you for being so patient. I have no idea why that was doing that. All I've ended up doing is cranking Elliot up 200% on everything. So,
well, apparently it was working before you turned me up. I'm like really loud now.
oh, of course, yeah.
Like really loud.
Okay, I will turn it down. So there's a little bit of a delay. I will turn it down.
Oh, what the fuck? At least we can have a good laugh about it every single week, eh?
Right, I've turned it back down to normal, so it should give it a few seconds. Should be back to normal.
Yeah, I just listened to it back and I was fine, and then all of a sudden I was like, "Whoa!"
Okay, I'm just turning you down ever so slightly on here, so you should be all right now. Right, anyway. After like half hour of sorting that out, which seems to be every week, I don't understand why. How is everyone? All right, I'm so sorry about that. I'm sorry for wasting half hour of your life. Hopefully you can hear Ellie all right now.
Oh dear.
Yeah, at least it's working.
Neil says it's perfect. Just fucking leave it at that, shall we?
Yep, sweet. I'm just gonna leave it. Cool, perfect. I'm not gonna touch it. We're all good.
Oh my god, what a fucking palaver.
Well, if I wasn't drinking today, I definitely need one now. Right, so let's just start this from the start, shall we? All right, minus the 25 minutes of me swearing at the screen and no one can hear anything. How are you, Elliot? How are you doing, mate? Now people can hear you. How are you?
I think I've woken up now.
Oh, mate,
Oh,
you're such a
dearie me,
boomer.
what the fuck? Oh, well, yeah, I'm okay, to be honest. Just
Yeah.
Just sort of woken up. Oh dear.
Right, yeah. So I don't even know where to start. I've had such a weird, like, probably week actually. More the last few days, but like a week as a whole, if I had to rate it, it'd be like a -4. It's been proper shit for no reason.
Oh
Like,
wow.
it's just mentally, mate. Like, all of a sudden this week, it's really crept up on me, and I just can't be bothered to do anything. And I'm not that type of person. It's really bugging me. Like, I just want to sit on the sofa and stare at the wall and do like proper fuck all day.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
I know we don't want to try and make this depressive, but that is normally a very obvious sign of depression, to be honest.
But what I don't understand is, I know we're all going through this, and I've been very positive through most of this, trying to make the most of it. You guys have been amazing, reaching out and, been talking every week, and, I really look forward to this live stream every week. But this week, it's just been so hard to do the basic stuff. Like, I've still been washing and showering and stuff and eating, but like, Nick's been on nights for the last few days. Sorry, on nights the last few nights. Obviously, she wouldn't be on days, she's on nights. But I suppose not having Nick around, or having to be quiet the last few days, is obviously put me in the back seat for not wanting to record and wake her up during the day. Even though she said I could, it's not a problem. But I feel guilty then for taking away her sleep. So I've tried to be as courteous as possible. But because of that, like, I've just had this downward spiral. Like, I just can't be bothered to do anything. And I don't want this to be like a Debbie Downer episode, but this is what this is about. It's talking to you guys, getting involved as a community, and just talking and hashing things out. I'm just going to get involved in the chat because I can see it going crazy, and I'm not neglecting it. It's just been crazy to start with. But have you experienced anything like this, El, or are you still doing all right?
I mean, I'm going to be honest, this week has been a bit the same for me. Like, it's just getting to the point where I think, there's all these rumours going around about what old Johnson's going to say, and they're maybe going to lift lockdown. I suppose I've been sort of getting a bit hyped for the fact that I might be able to, because there was obviously rumours going around that they might lift it enough so that we could go and see a couple of people.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting day.
Friends, family, and I don't know, it's like I'm getting a bit hyped to hear that so that I could finally have some quality time with my girlfriend or something, and it's sort of just eating away at me, that sort of thing, it's hard to explain, it's sort of yeah, I don't know how to explain it, really.
No, I totally get it. And I was talking to Nick, she's actually nipped out to run a few errands. She got up at 2, and we was just having a little chat before coming here and, start talking to yourself and getting this set up. And it's a weird feeling, even at the hospital. They're like, well, we don't really know what Johnson's going to say, but all we do know is the UK population are thick as pig shit, because this weekend they have just done whatever they wanted. Like the VE celebrations, 100% celebrate it. It's an incredible thing to celebrate. But why is there street parties? Why are there streets full of people? Oh, but we're 2 meters apart. It's not the point. I've spent 7 weeks in isolation with all of you guys for most of the public to go and have street parties. What's that all about? People are getting to the point where they're just doing what they want, and it seems to be justified. So something's got to change. I personally think there's going to be a second spike of infection because people aren't taking this seriously. People are going, oh, well, I'll be all right, so it's not, be fine.
I think you've got to look at it more like the fact that some people are just look, I've been inside for 8 to 10 weeks now. I'm fucking fed up with it. And they are people are getting fed up with it, and they're sort of getting lax.
100%. I totally get that. I totally understand that. I'm just as fed up as everyone else in this nation right now. Do you know what I mean? I've been doing everything I can, trying to keep myself motivated and occupied, and it's worked for so long. But that doesn't mean that I'm then just going to go, well, it'll be all right. I'll just do what I want. Because then that is... I don't know. I really don't know. I don't want to start ranting, but it's just...
I mean, I think
baffle me.
Hit the nail on the head. You know, some of the public thinks it'll be lifted on Monday anyway. Fuck it, might as well start now.
Like, yeah. Oh, right. I'm sorry, I've been neglecting it. Tom's put Jay. Hang on. Neil's put Jay. Take a couple of days out to rest. Maybe that's what I need, mate. Maybe that's what I need. Beth's put. Oh, sorry. Tom's put. You're a social person. So it's going to have some effect. Yeah, no, 100%, Tom. Like, I am a social person. And I will admit, I've been drinking a lot this week, and I don't really drink. I'm not a big drinker, purely because I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've said this last week. It's really hit home this week. I've really had to go back to the drawing board and think of video ideas to keep the content going because I've got nothing to review. No e-liquids, no hardware. So I'm trying out new ideas, new series, and it's just taking a little bit of time to get them back up and running. Like, this is the second video this week. I know what Neil's going to say right now, and I know a lot of you probably share a similar sort of opinion. I strive to get 3 videos out a week, and I know it is not the end of the world if I don't. I know that, but in my head, I've got like an OCD. I have to have structure. I have to have a schedule, and that is my schedule, is to give you guys content 3 times a week, and I don't just want to stop uploading because I haven't got things to review. Like, there's always something we can do. But the new stuff I'm working on is just taking a little bit longer. So it's really got to me. And I think that's probably not helping that and drinking. So, yeah. Beth's put, that's been me this weekend, so you're not alone. No, I appreciate it. I really do.
I think to be honest, there's been a lot of... I think, like I was saying, because of the sort of uncertainty around what Boris is going to say tonight and or announce tomorrow, it's like people are like, oh my god, is lockdown going to finally be lifted? And then it's like, you can bet that if he says no, right, we're going to like stay in lockdown for another month because, you know, we're going to hit another spike and whatever, people are going to be like, it's going to be like,
I do understand it from that sense. Like, people are going, well, if it's going to be lifted, what's a few days? It's not the point. Like, I know that's not what you're saying, but, you know, in general, it is not the point. Like, what doesn't help is we've had 2 bank holiday weekends very close together. They seem close together because every day's the same. And people seem to think, oh, it's bank holiday. That means there is no rules. I can do whatever I want. It's a bank holiday. Like, that doesn't mean the lockdown makes you exempt. Hot weather does not help. Like, we live in a country where we have such crap weather most of the time that when we see a bit of sun and it gets a bit warm, obviously, naturally, we want to go out in it. Do you know what I mean? And I don't blame people for doing that. But at the same time, I saw pictures of Southend the other day, like this weekend, and it's a heaving. And I'm like, what are you doing? Do you know what I mean? Like, just enjoy your hour of exercise and take it in. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
We're all constricted to that. So why are you taking liberties? Because the more people don't abide by it, the longer this lockdown's going to go on. A lot of countries have taken their foot off of their lockdown, and they've had to go back into another one because people just rushed to the same place at the same time, and everyone was like, oh, freedom. I think we spoke about this last week. Like, if a building's on fire and the fire's past the peak, that doesn't mean go back in the building. The building's still on fire. It just means that it's not going to get any worse. You've just got to ride out the last little bits. Oh, people irritate me.
Well, there you go.
Sorry. Neil's put, I don't think it's depression in your case, Jay. You just keep doing stories and videos, etc. daily. Take a couple of days off, see how you feel after. People are not going to be upset about it. No, like I said, I understand that. I appreciate it. And I don't want to feel like I'm just coming in here and unloading a load of stuff. It's not fair for you guys. Even though we're in this together, it's something I tend not to just put online. But no, I understand. I've taken a couple of days off and I want to get back into it. Like I said, I've got a load of ideas. It's just taking a little while to get them up and running. Beth's put, it's like some of the public thinks it will be lifted Monday, so fuck it, might as well start now. Exactly. The government should have kept a tight lid on it. Any lift of measures should have come as a surprise. 100%. What makes me laugh is I'm not a political person. A lot of you guys know that. We've got like the worst death rate in Europe. Our government have done the worst job statistically. And no one can say they haven't. We have the worst death rate in Europe. And you think that we're going to have the lockdown lifted. Okay. What, because numbers have dropped after a few days. Like, it just seems dumb to me. Neil's put, I hit the wall last weekend. I have been totally isolated for weeks now. So this weekend decided to come over to Mum's. We both needed company, but we'll take precautions. Fair play. As long as there are precautions in place. I know there's a few people I know of that have, driven to places but kept a lot of distance from everything, but just having that face-to-face from across the road or whatnot, or do you know what I mean? I understand it. It makes sense. We are humans. We rely on social interaction at some stage of our lives. Tom's put, I think people won't take it as serious as they should until someone that they know gets ill. 100%. And Nick has said the same thing. The amount of people at, like, where she's working are like, oh, well, I'm all right. She's like, that's not the point. The point is you don't spread it. Just because you would survive doesn't mean the 28, 70-year-olds I've got in my ward are going to survive. That's the difference. Neil's put, yes, but your schedule shouldn't take precedent over health, but you have to do what you have to do. Oh, 100%, Neil. I'd never want to put things above my health. At the same time as we're in lockdown, days feel 3 times as long as they normally are because I've got nothing to fill my days with. But I think I've just got myself into a rut this week where it's like, I'll just do nothing. It's easy to do nothing. I'll just do nothing. I'll have a drink, the sun's out. I'll have another drink, the sun's out. And it's just, I don't know. Right, we're going to take away from this Debbie Downer side. I'm sorry. This is the part of me you guys don't really get to see because, why would I just want to spew crap at you guys? But this is also part of it. This is, I am who I say I am. Take me as you see me. Do you know what I mean?
It's good. It'll do you good to get it off your chest as well, though. That's the thing as well. Talking about it helps.
It does. I will give you that. I already feel a little bit better, to be fair. Could be the gin. It could just be the fact that I've been talking about it. I don't know.
Be the gin.
Could just be the gin. So for you guys, I showed Elliot before. Basically, I've been drinking some Gordon Pink's gin most of today. Very nice. Really like it. I've turned into a middle-aged white woman.
Dude, I fucking love gin. You trying to tell me Karen?
Yeah, we're all a bunch of Karen. But basically, I've made my own B-Tech pitcher because I haven't got anything left in the house. Me and Nick need to go shopping. So I've got orange juice, apple juice, and gin in a measuring jug.
Oh,
so I can just top up my glass when I need it. So this stream could get very messy. It's not bad, to be fair. It's not pure orange juice, which I wish it was. Tom's put, I think... Oh, no, I've read that. Sorry, I'm not even with it. Tom's put, I know why you're down, because FIFA 8's. To be fair, Tom, this is the first weekend. And Ellie, I know you're not really a FIFA fan. This is the first weekend where I thought, right, I'm going to take some time to myself and really enjoy some time and think about more video ideas going forward. So I thought I'd play Foot Champs this weekend. And, oh my God, that game is so broken. So broken. The amount of times I nearly threw my console out of my flat or threw my controller through the wall is ridiculous. So it definitely hasn't helped. But yeah, it's definitely not helped. But what have you guys been doing on this bank holiday weekend? Have you gone to any seasides recently? 'Cause everyone else seems to have.
I'm hoping that the people watching aren't complete idiots.
They're gonna go, oh yeah, I did 4 hours of sunbathing down Blackpool. I have 2 things to talk about, which you may or may not care about, but it's not me being depressed, so it might be a bit different. I've got an upgrade. I've got an upgrade this week. I've got the Samsung S20.
I saw your stories about that.
Yeah, Nick was checking her, what's it called? Her contract, and we could upgrade early, and they waived all the fees. So me and Nick really like the OnePlus. We went with them a couple of years ago because O2 had the exclusive OnePlus contract. So we were looking to get the OnePlus 8 Pro or the OnePlus 8. But that contract's moved now to 3. And I've been with 3, and we do not get signal where we live. So I was like, there's no real point buying a phone on a contract if we're not going to get signal where I live other than Wi-Fi. Seems pretty pointless to me. So yeah, we ended up going for the S20. because it worked out cheaper. Really good phone, to be fair. I've never had a Samsung before. I'm really enjoying it. It's got cool little features. It has like wireless charging, which is really cool. It's got like this edge lighting, so when someone texts me, it lights up different colours. It's pretty cool. And last night, I actually got a DM from the vaping community. I got a DM on Twitter because I decided to go on a rant on Twitter last night, which is something I probably shouldn't do after I've been drinking. But, it's funny. If you don't follow me on Twitter, feel free to hit me up. It's literally where I go to rant on the internet.
I was going to say, Twitter's a cesspool of human garbage.
Yeah, mate, that's why. You just go there to rant, and then that's it. You turn it off. It's like, right, it's out there. People can do what they want with that now. But no, I got a DM from, I think it's Little Bro Vapes. Let me just double check. Which is really cool, because I was saying last week how I want to get involved with the community and speak to more people, etc. Yeah, Little Bro Vapes DM me last night. And was asking if I want to jump on their podcast, their live stream that they do every Wednesday. Between 8 and 9 p.m. I think this Wednesday coming, they've got someone, but they want me to come on the week after, which I think is really cool. It'd be really nice to speak to more like creators within the community. I think it'd be really cool. So that happened. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't think people really took notice of our channel. I think it's just our community sort of thing. But they come in, they got in touch, said, they love what we do, really like the podcast sort of style that we do, like, in store. They like the live streams, like the videos in general, and they just think I'll be a good guest. And all that's so cool. So really grateful if you guys are watching. Thank you so much. I doubt you will be at this point. It's just 20 minutes of me raging and then being depressed for another 20 minutes. So yeah, if you made it this far, I appreciate it. Yeah. No, I'm actually really looking forward to it. So that'd be really cool. I'll let you guys know the exact date that is confirmed. So if you guys want to jump in the live stream, that you can. But yeah, it should be good. I think there's 3 other vapors that are online. So it'll be like 4 of us, which will be really cool. Right, so yeah, I've heard Tom slapping his head a few times this weekend. That don't surprise me. Honestly, that game's so broken. That's such a bad habit that I need to stop. What's it like? I just know you're copying me with phones, Jay. First One Plus and now this. Look, Beth, I can't help it, all right? I genuinely didn't know you had the S20. I genuinely didn't until you popped up in my DMs going, why are you copying me for? I mean, it's a valid point, but I genuinely had no idea that that's what you had. Got it in grey, though. Really like it. You were going to tell me you've got it in grey now, aren't you? Just because. Nick got the blue one. Yeah, blue one. Looks really cool in the light. Like, loads of little shimmery stuff. Is it the Ultra S20? No, it wasn't the Ultra, purely because I'm really boring when it comes to phones. I would have just got black. Just nice and easy, pretty slick. They didn't have that in stock. They just had the grey one. And it was like an extra £10 a month for 2 years. So I was like, nah, it's not really much of a difference other than physical size. So I just got the standard.
Beth does have the grey one.
Oh, of course she does. Of course she does. Of course she does. I think, to be honest, all the new Android phones are pretty much the same, just a little tweak. Yeah, to be honest, Nick was getting obsessed with Unbox Therapy and was watching like his last 3 months worth of content just to try and see what sort of phone she liked. Because phones for us are a weird thing. We just get a contract. I don't need another one for 2 years, so I'll just take no interest. Do you know what I mean? You hear of obviously new Apple's coming out with their marketing campaigns. But just in general, I didn't really know what was coming out or whatever. So yeah, they are pretty much the same, to be fair. This is going to be a blast from the past. What happened to HTC? Because they were massive when Androids were like a new thing. They've just fallen off the face of the earth.
They got absorbed. I think Google bought them out. I think it was Google or LG or someone like that bought them out. They do still manufacture parts, but they don't manufacture their own phones. I don't think.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure. I'm going to look that up. That's interesting.
It's just one of those things. I used to see them everywhere. Now, nothing. I haven't heard of any new releases. No, nothing. It's been that way for a while. Yep, I do have the grey. But most importantly, how are you guys coping? Have you guys had a good week? Let me know what we've been up to. I know that Beth's been back to work. How are you finding that? Have you kind of sunk into a normality routine again? Or is it still a bit weird because of everything going on? Neil's put, oh my god, HTC, wow. I know, right? They were everywhere. I think it's because I saw a thumbnail on YouTube saying HTC, the rise and fall, and I didn't actually click on it to watch it, but I was like, oh, that's a point. Let's just see if there's any HTC phones just to see where they are. And yeah, non-existent.
Apparently they are still making phones, and they've made a triple camera 5G phone called the Wildfire R70, which is supposedly meant to be released this year. But as of July, August 2019, they were pulled from sale in the UK. Their phones were pulled from sale in the UK because of a patent problem.
Oh, okay. I know a lot of the Chinese manufactured phones are having a lot of issues, aren't they? Even though the UK sided with China for the whole 5G thing, I know that worldwide they're just having problems. That's strange.
They wanted 2 plastic cups and a piece of string. Oh, yes.
All right. Wanted to get the new flip phone for the memories. Honestly, I looked at that. I genuinely looked at the Samsung flip phone. It started already. Flip phone. And I was like, oh, wow, that'd be so cool. But I use Instagram stories every day as much as I can. Even that's been a bit low. So it's not really been doing a lot. I've just been like, oh, here's me on my sofa. Here's me making a shake. Here's me asleep. That's pretty much it. But yeah, I looked at the specs of the camera, and it was like going back to 2004. So I was like, nah, I can't really. As much as it looks cool, it's only got one camera on the back, and I'm not recording like. I don't want to record stories like this. It'd just be really weird. Do you know what I mean? Not rather than actually using a front-facing camera. It looks cool though. I recall the days of 2 plastic cups. Oh man, I remember doing that in primary school. Just to, like, when they tested the theory, and they're like, "Oh, this is how you can."
What about a glass on the wall to listen in on your on people?
Yeah, no, I remember that. I've never done it myself outside of them lessons, but I do remember doing it just to be like, "Wow, you can hear through a wall with a bit of glass." Beth put, to be fair, it's like never been away, just slip straight back in, apart from being one of the only people back in the office. Oh, really? That's pretty good, though. So I take it like getting up's been fine, and just your normal weekly routines have been as normal. That's actually really good. I feel I'm going to struggle, personally, with getting back to normality. I kind of don't want it to go back to normal, but I kind of do. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm in this weird limbo. Like, I know this week's been a bit different, and I've not really been enjoying this week, but as a whole, I'm like, it's pretty cool, and it's pretty cushy. Like, just do what you want, like, you know, as long as you stay at home. But yeah, it's been weird. I think it's just going to be strange. Like, just going back to work, going back out in public with other people. I think I'm just going to be a bit like, yeah, we can't be this close to each other. We can't be in the same area. Why is there so many people? You know, so I don't know. Be interesting. I'm actually sub-ohming on the Aegis Boost for the first time in like, well, months. Changed the coil just because I'm waiting to place an order, but it's obviously bank holiday weekend, so I've not put anything in yet till tomorrow. So I'm going through some sub-ohm juice, and I had a couple of nick shots laying around, so I've just added them to like up the strength to kind of have a 6 in there to kind of match like the nick salt throat hit. But no, the Aegis Boost is doing all right, you know, with the old sub-ohmage. Quite enjoy it. Got the old Edge raspberry custard. That's what I'm vaping at the moment.
Is that mouth to lung though, sub-ohm?
What, the Aegis Boost?
You
can do both. So I put the 0.4 coils in, which are 25 to 35 watts. They've been fine sub-ohming. I've used these for nick salts as well. I've also got the 0.6 ohm, which is 15 to 25 watts. Mainly mouth to lung, but you can sub-ohm with those too. Flavor's not great on sub-ohm with that, 'cause it's obviously designed for mouth to lung, but that's pretty decent, mate.
Can't sound liquid.
Morse code, if you're a real OG. Love that. During lockdown and even now, the latest I was getting up at 7 a.m. Weird, but it made it easy when going back. Yeah, to be fair, yeah, that makes sense. If you've been keeping like a normal sleeping structure, it makes sense. For me, I've been all over the place. But I will say, this week especially, I have been going to bed at reasonable times and getting up at reasonable times. Whereas the last few weeks, oh mate, all over the shot. All over the shot.
Yeah, same. I managed to get a pretty decent sleep schedule back. And then one night I pushed it to go to bed like 3 o'clock and I woke up at midday. And then the next day it was 4 o'clock and I woke up at 1 o'clock. And now it's sort of gradually crawling back to what it was about 2-3 weeks ago, when it was like basically completely being awake during the night and being asleep during the day sort of shit.
Fair play, mate. Like I said, it was a case of oh, that's a bit strong. Oh, I mixed them up wrong.
So blank.
Sorry, it's yeah, I think it's been swings and roundabouts. Like, what I was doing when it first started was like, oh my god, I'm free, I can do what I like, so I'm just going to stay up till like 3 in the morning and play video games and work on videos and just do whatever I want, and I don't got to be up for a set time. It's great, I could just lay in. And then after a few weeks it was like, cool, this is getting a bit repetitive now. I'm getting up at like midday, 1 o'clock, going to bed at like 2-3 a.m.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like naturally this week, my body's gone, oh, it's about 10 o'clock, you're actually pretty tired, you know, you should probably go to sleep. And I go to bed at like 11:30 midnight, getting up at like 8 o'clock naturally, like before my alarm. And I'm like, oh, maybe my body's just telling me like, okay, let's get back into a routine. It's just been really strange. I've never been one for natural body cycles like that. I know that some people I know that are like religiously, they will just get up at 6 without setting an alarm. And then people are psychopaths. But I know they exist. I've never been like that.
No, yeah, it's hard enough getting up for work as it is when I've got work. And well, being off work for 8, 9, 10 weeks is like just.
Was your place still?
To do really. When I get tired, I go to sleep. When I'm not tired, I wake up.
That makes sense. Are you guys at your place still splitting the teams and shifts?
I spoke to a colleague. What was it? A couple of weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago now.
Right.
And, he said that it's basically there's 4 or 5 of us on the shop floor that aren't in at work and the office staff, but I think everyone else is. I think it's basically going back to normal there, and they're trying their best to keep the 2 meter distance rule, but working in manufacturing is not as easy as it sounds like.
No, there's a few people I know that work in construction, and they've been working all the way through it, but they've been doing social distancing on site.
Yeah.
And they said, like, it's great because they're not losing any money. They can still provide. But what is really annoying is they're doing, like, 2-3 people jobs on their own. And there's some things you physically cannot do unless you're next to someone. Like, they have this big beam they've got to fix to the side of a wall. Well, you can't lift a 12-foot or 12-foot wide pole on your own and fix it at the same time. You need someone else. Do you know what I mean? So, like, it's been difficult. But I think a lot of companies are now starting to work their way around it to get people back. I think a lot of companies, especially in retail, are going to probably get them pop-up plastic shields. You might have seen them in Tesco's. They're like a bolt-on thing to the tills. It's like a visual thing, just to stop spreading or coughing on people. I think that's probably the only thing you're going to get in retail. Maybe one person at a time, or 5 people in a shop at once, or whatnot, depending on the size.
Yeah, I think it should be like. I mean, our local little co-op says it's only 2 because it's such a small little place. It's only 2 people allowed in the shop at any given time, and everyone else has to queue outside. I think like the smaller retail places will just have to adhere to that for if they can even up at the moment.
Our local co-op on our estate is 5 people, but then people have to queue outside because it's not massive. It's a fairly decent sized co-op. It's not huge, but yeah, you got the little members of staff. There's one that will literally walk up to the door and push the button manually to open it, and then let you know when to come in and stuff. That's pretty cool. Do you know what? They've been really cheery considering everything. Like, it seems like the world's ending. They're just every time I go there, they're always singing and stuff. It's great. What's going on in the chat? So, nothing beats smoke signals, the ultimate text messaging system. Morse code if you're a real OG. During lockdown and even now, the latest I was getting. Oh, I've already gone through that. Yep, good old days, dots and dashes. Super speedy delivery from Vapes to the 7 Seas. We've got juice coming out of our ears now. I'm really glad to hear that. I know Nick worked very, very hard to change the delivery system. So there's a few companies she works with. I think it's DHL, Hermes, Royal Mail, DPD, I think. They're well expensive though. And yeah, she was basically, I think Royal Mail is everyone's go-to. And she was having a lot of issues with people not getting their orders for weeks and weeks. And it was like, well, it's with the Royal Mail. There's nothing I can physically do my end. It's just with Royal Mail. But I think she sorted out, like, they're all tracked, like, fully tracked now. She was on the phone to him for hours and hours getting it sorted. But yeah, no, I'm really, really glad you got your order really quickly. A lot of people are saying that they're getting their orders very quick. So that's good. It's really good to know. She'll love that. When you said 6 a.m, Tom just stared at me. I'm guilty of that one. That's fair enough. At least you could admit that you are guilty of it. Tom's put 2 meter rules don't count for nights apparently. When we have lots of pickers come in, it is impossible. Yeah, I can imagine. I know that Nick's mum, she goes .com. She'll go around and pick people's orders. They've had to start a lot earlier, finish a lot later to get the workload done. She's saying it's ridiculous. But yeah, how's it been working for Tesco's at the moment? Is it still? I think I say this every week, but I just want to know: is it still crazy every night, or is it like actually mellowed down to a little bit of normality in terms of like people not coming in and raiding the shelves? Can you actually get like flour and stuff yet? Or because I know that's a thing, you can't get any home baking stuff.
Well, my friend ended up, my housemate ended up buying flour on Amazon. But when we went into Tesco Express the other day on the road, there was actually some flour in there.
Bought flour on Amazon. Do you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I've never thought of going to Amazon for household baking goods, but that's a great shout.
Well, I've been looking on Amazon Pantry because obviously when I go shopping, I don't have a car, so I can't take much. I can't. Yeah, of course. I can't get the essentials and then get like crisps and biscuits and snacks and stuff because I simply don't have the room in a rucksack and a carrier bag.
Yeah,
but
of course.
I was Amazon Pantry, and I'm just looking on Amazon Pantry thinking, right, I'll just get all my shit off of there, and then the essentials I'll go out and actually shop for it.
That's mad. That is mad. I didn't even think of Amazon for that. That's such a great idea. LJ, how you doing, man? I didn't see you pop in there. Hope you're doing all right. I got DHL and TNT are good, but label to put on parcels. It's all right. DHL are good. I quite like those. TNT, I haven't seen those around in so long. I haven't seen TNT in so long. I didn't think they were still going. I thought they were bought out by someone. Still really busy, but getting more in to keep up with the demand. Oh, okay, so I take it they're obviously just sending in more for you guys to put out to keep up, and then it should eventually go back to normal. I'll be honest, our local Tesco's, when I went last week. Hello. We have a Nicola. She's come back. Hello. Just saying, when we went to Tesco's last, it wasn't as crazy as it has been.
Oh no, yeah, it's definitely gotten better. And without sounding morbid,
Teddy Man's just come back.
Death stats, and they've really dropped for the UK.
What, you've just seen them? Fair enough. We were literally saying earlier whether or not it's going to get lifted or not.
I thought we were supposed to find out at 5 o'clock.
Nah, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. Well, that's what I saw anyway. I saw a highlight saying 7 o'clock he's going to come on and be like, this is what's crack-a-lacking. Hey, Tatley man, how you doing? Sorry, I did hear you. Obviously Nick in the other ear as well, so I was trying to listen to both.
Sorry.
It's all right.
I'm going to do dinner.
Oh, what we got?
Shepherd's pie.
Oh, me. Shepherd's pie's banging. No worries. How long's it going to be, roughly?
About 45 minutes.
Sweet. No worries.
Okay.
Cool. Mate, look at that. God, shepherd's pie on a Sunday. I haven't had shepherd's pie. Oh, I can't even think of the last time I had shepherd's pie.
I tell you what, though, the ready meal shepherd's pie that Tesco's do is actually pretty fucking nice.
Yeah, boy. I'll give you that. It's pretty naughty. LJ's put they're expensive. I paid about $7.91 per parcel in TNT with FedEx, but I only paid $4.85. I paid $2.50 home to home, and that's actually not bad, you know. That's really good. There are one brand or one postal service I really rate. I always have, and I just always will. And the only reason, like even now, they've been on the ball, and that's DPD. I know a lot of people don't like them, but when I bought that sneak stuff, I ordered at 11 o'clock at night, and I paid £6 for next day delivery. Turned up at 10 a.m. the next morning. They woke me up saying, "Oh, there you are, it's your parcel." And I'm like, "What? How is that even possible? How have you got it so quickly?"
I have to agree. Like, I've only had one shoddy DPD driver, and like, he was a complete fart in a colander. He was just used. I don't think he works there anymore because he was just delivering parcels anywhere. Like, I was at work and it said that my parcel was delivered and it was signed for by me. And I thought, okay, that means he signed for it for me and he's left it in a safe place, yeah?
Yeah. Or a flat.
So I get home, I'm looking around for the parcel in the garden. I thought, oh, maybe it's one of my housemates that's, picked it up or something. Go into the house, nothing. I'm like, okay. So I wait for all my housemates to get in. I'm like, oh, have you got my parcel? Because it says it was signed for. No. I was like, well, what the fuck? Where the fuck is this parcel? 3 days later, still no parcel.
Jesus.
So I call up DPD, and honestly, their customer support were shit.
Okay.
Absolutely fucking useless as well. I'm like, where is my parcel? Oh, well, it was signed for by Mr. I said, I am Mr. Bastiani. I was not at home. I did not sign for it. No one in my house has this parcel. Where is my stuff? Oh, well, it was signed for. No, don't give me the same fucking spiel. You just said that. I'm Mr. Bastiani. What are you not understanding?
That's crazy.
Anyway, like, my parcel was delivered about 10 doors up the road.
What?
And some guy from 121 came down and was like, yeah, I don't know why the guy delivered your parcel. It clearly says 134 on it, and I'm at 121. And he brought it down like a week later because he was at work. He couldn't bring it down. And then about a week after that, I get an email from DPD saying, oh, we found out your parcel was delivered to 121. I'm like, yeah, sorry, I've had it for almost 2 weeks now.
That's crazy. I know a couple of people that work for DPD. And I know why they always seem like they're on crack. It's because they get paid per drop.
Oh, I do know. But the other two delivery drivers that I usually get in my area are fucking fantastic. Really polite. Knock on the door a couple of times if you don't immediately answer. Really, really polite, really helpful. Friendly. Rate them, really do. But this one guy was just a complete useless twat. And their support, when you call them up, there's just no point calling them up. You better just hope to God that someone
one of our delivery drivers for the shop is DPD local, which is the blue vans. And I went to school with him. He was a couple of years above me. Real nice guy. But mate, he will make that delivery. He'll do anything possible to make sure you get your parcel because he gets paid per drop. And he's like, well, if I just dash it somewhere else, you're then going to complain. I then get the money taken off me. Or I could do everything I can to make sure you get it or leave it somewhere where, you're happy with. I get paid. So what? So some delivery drivers are like, oh, I think it's like £2.10 a drop. So like, oh, if I smash out 100 drops a day, that's 200 quid. So if I just yeet it in a bush and say it's signed for, I could just crack on.
Yeah, well,
so consumed by time.
The guy that fucked up my parcel, one of my parcels, I actually had him again about 3 days later, about 3 or 4 days later, and I was like, dude, what the fuck did you do with my parcel? He was like, he couldn't tell me what he'd done with it. And he was like, oh yeah, I had this happen before, and I was like, oh right. He was like, oh yeah,
what, you've delivered it to the wrong house before.
Yeah, you just said like, oh yeah, I've had this. This happened to me a few weeks back. I accidentally delivered someone's laptop to the wrong address, and I almost got the money taken off me. Which a laptop, you're going to talk about at least 400 quid.
Yeah, of course.
He was probably going to lose about 2 weeks' a few days' wages from it.
100%.
And I literally turned around to this guy and said to him, in that case, why don't you make sure you deliver it to the right address? And he just looked at me with just these wide eyes like, what the fuck are you saying? Like, And it was like this incomprehensible thing that he just didn't wrap his head around. And I was like, I might be being a little bit rude, but if you've done this 2 or 3 times now, why don't you just pay a bit more attention? He was like,
Yeah.
I probably should do. I was like, ta-da!
Problem solved. All you got to do is read the label. Do you know
I
what
mean, I might be a little bit rude to the guy. I mean, if he was admitting that this has happened like a few times in the past, like, get your fucking head in gear, mate. Like,
yeah, of course.
or you're going to lose your job. Like, either you lose your job or you know, or you make a bit more of an effort.
It's crazy. Like I said, it doesn't take 2 seconds to look at the building or the number, look at the label and go, that doesn't match. Clearly in the wrong place. Or, oh, okay, I'm in the right place. It's not hard. What's going on in the chat? So LJ's put, I prefer TNT over DHL now. With TNT and FedEx, you need that. With red triangle, that on the package when shipping. Jay, just to let you know, with DHL, it's 7p a minute if you phone up customer support. I've got an account for these delivery companies. Fair play, man. I'll have to pass it on to Nick. I know that she does offer all of these. It's just people haven't chose them. I remember when I looked, because I placed an order, it was like £6 for DPD delivery. But I know DPD is quite pricey, but it's also very reliable. So Tom's put Elliot's last name sounds like pasta. Wow. That's borderline racist. Quite funny though. Not gonna lie. Sorry, Al. Elliot, sorry, Neil's put, guys, gonna have to leave you, unfortunately. About to have some dinner with my mum. I'll check back later to see if you're still on. If not, take care and stay safe. Thank you so much for joining in, Neil. I'm sorry it's been a bit of a pain at the start of this live stream. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. Say hi to your mum. I wish you, both stay safe. Hope everyone's doing all right. And yeah, pop in later. We may still be on.
Maybe.
Mason has put in, what are you vaping on? So right now, I am vaping on Raspberry Custard by Edge. Oh, look at that. Focus. Oh, mate. I didn't know my webcam was going to focus. I was just going to be a blurred mess. Yeah, so I'm vaping on the Edge Raspberry Custard in the Aegis Boost on the 0.4 coil. 0.4 coil. Yeah, really enjoying it. Just jokes, bro. LJ, I'm off now. I've come through to say hi. Oh, thanks, man. I honestly really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate you stopping by. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like. If anyone hasn't left a like on this live stream, make sure you do. It does really help out. And obviously, if you want to share the live stream, you're more than welcome. I'm about to share the link right now. Where should we share it? Should we share it to Facebook? Let's share it to Facebook, shall we? Facebook, Twitter. Let's go crazy. Let's go. Let's see what happens. Oh, you're getting these quicker than I am. We are live. Why not pop in and say hi?
Me and Tom are just having a bit of banter in the chat.
Oh, it hasn't come through yet.
I said it's Bastiani, not Linguini. He said it's just jokes, bro. I said, oh, bro, I'll destroy you on Yu-Gi-Oh! And he went, oh, make it personal. And I went, it's time to duel, bitch.
I keep seeing people on Facebook placing the face down card, saying I'm just going to take up space on your timeline. I'll place this card face down and then my turn. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, that's a really old thing. That is.
It's just resurfaced recently, and I'm like, oh, I've got time for that. I've got time for that. I'm just sharing the live stream link out on Twitter as well. We're currently live. Why not? Pop in and say hi. Smiley face. So that makes a difference.
Go easy on him, Elliot. I'm the one that has to deal with him when he strops.
Oh, Beth, I love you. That's mad.
Oh.
Mason's put can buy raspberry custard and banoffee pie in all of Cost Cutters, I think. Really? Do you know what? I really rate their banoffee pie. Their banoffee pie is so good. And I really enjoy the raspberry custard. It can come through quite bland sometimes, but then when you put a fresh coil in, you're like, oh, there we go. That's what I was missing. So, yeah, obviously they're 80/20s as well. They're slightly thicker. So when that flavour comes through, it's mean.
I think I've scared Tom off now. I think I have made him strop.
Oh, I'm going to be really rude. I actually really need to go to the loo, so you have to bear with me just 2 secs. I want to know, while I'm gone, I want to know what everyone is vaping on and what they have been doing today. Tom, come back. Honestly, I don't know how Beth puts up with Tom sometimes. I know what Tom's like.
You get involved. Should we be mad at both of us?
Hey, look, I don't know how Nick puts up with me, to be fair, so I don't know how Beth puts up with Tom, because we're very similar in types of people. So I'll be back in 2 secs, guys. Sorry about this. Very unprofessional of me.
Looks like it's just you guys and me. You and I. Jay is much better at holding conversation than me, apparently. Don't know what to say to you guys. Me running around shouting it's time to do it. Yeah, boy! I'll have to update the game later. I bought all of my Edge products in Cost Cutter, and they sell every single little thing, and they sell the Edge product. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, don't know, Beth, please. The Fruit cider range is disgusting. I hate it. No. It's awful. It doesn't taste of anything. I've tried 3 of those Fruit ciders, and they don't taste of anything. I still have half a bottle of the peach apricot, and it just tastes like cream. It's disgusting. IVG spearmint, nice. Bit of mint, freshen up the palate. How dare I? Yeah, I don't know how people like that stuff. It's horrible, but you do you, huh? You're the one that... Oh, man. I'll wait till Jay reads that. It's going to be funny. Damn. Hey, for those of you that are maybe interested, I doubt you are, I'm still on the Smo Naboo, and I've also got the Naboo tank. I had to swap from the Falcon because the Falcon coils are impossible to get a hold of. And I have the Bloom Cucumber Cantaloupe, which is amazing in a sub-ohm. Not in a dripper like last week, though.
Happy pooping. I wasn't pooping. All right, I was just weeing. Sorry about that, guys. It's very weird that the host just dashes off to go for a piss. So I'm sorry. Right, what's crack-a-lacking? What have I come back to? So we have got Mason. I'm on the Mulus with some IVG Spearmint. Good choice. The IVG range. I love it. Don't swear at me like that, Elliot. Yeah, you're Elliot. I missed it, but yeah, don't do that.
She said she was vaping Fruit cider, and I said, how could she? It's just disgusting.
Oh, mate, honestly, like, Elliot is the only person I know that has an issue with Fruit cider. He's just had bad experiences with it. We've spoke about this a lot of times.
Yeah, I just said I still have half a bottle of the peach apricot, and it just tastes like cream. There's no flavour to it. It's just like vaping cream. It's disgusting.
Honestly, you're like one of the only people that have had an issue with it. I just find it strange.
I find the flavours too dull. They're not potent enough. It's just too... I don't know, maybe it's the cideriness of it that I don't like, but no, I just can't get on with those liquids at all. I mean, I've tried 3 different ones now, and each one has not been that great. So there you go.
I really rate the Fruit Nick Salts. I think they're amazing. Like, the mixed berry's really good. Strawberry lime's nice. But yeah, no, I appreciate it. Everyone's experience is different. But overall, a lot of people really like them. So I mean, very, very popular.
Strawberry, what was it? The strawberry
lime.
No, there's another one that's like strawberry or something.
You've got strawberry lime, you've got mixed berries, you've got apple and plum, Peach apricot.
Raspberry mango or something. One of the ones.
Yes, raspberry mango.
That was completely tasteless until I got to about the last 10 ml of the bottle, where it was actually okay.
Mad. I find it funny how you vaped 90% of the bottle. Anyway, like you're like, well, it tasted nothing. I'll just vape 90% of air. That's fine. What is going on? So, how dare you? You're one of the people that tuned in for anyway. Tom will be kicked from the chat, banned for life. Sorry, it was my cousin. What did he say? What? Have you been moderating, Elliot?
I was talking to them while you were gone, and Tom was basically saying that I'm the one that they tune in for, not you.
Hey, to be fair, no, I don't blame you. I'm a boring, miserable, sad sack with a bush in his face.
You can keep the conversation flowing better than I can.
Oh, nah, mate. Not cut out for this YouTube stuff, mate. Flogging a dead horse right now. Can't ban me in real life. It's true, unless you're Thanos. I like the Bloom. Do you know what? That Bloom stuff's really good. I like their salts.
I'm on the cucumber cantaloupe. I love it.
Oh, good choice. Starfruit. Is it the cactus? Starfruit cactus?
Yeah,
that's really good.
Starfruit's banging as well.
That's really good. I had the pear and elderflower Nick salt recently.
It's not as good as the Own Boy.
I know. I don't have Own Boy Nick salt.
I know. I'm just saying that the only one I've not tried is the juniper. No, I've tried the juniper mangosteen. That was really nice as well. The only one I've not tried is the lavender, whatever it is, lavender something.
Lavender lemon.
Is it lemon?
Yeah, it's lavender lemon. And the only reason I know that is because when you open it to sniff it, it obviously smells like lavender. And then you try it and you're like, ooh, okay. It's a bit different. It's like a sweet and sour. I didn't think lavender could be a flavour. I thought it was an air freshener. Oh, hang on. The chat's going crazy. What's going on?
I blocked a couple of messages from Mason, but I read what they said. The message that your cousin typed did not show up in the chat. It was immediately filtered out. So
right, okay, cool. Good.
That's why we're a bit like, hang on a minute, like what?
Can't ban Tom from chat until I've been on Yu-Gi-Oh.
But
yeah. Edge strawberry and lime literally tastes like burnt coils with sickly sweet note. Ugh. Strawberry and lime. I've not tried this.
That peach apricot from Fruit's a bit like that.
It just tastes like burnt coils.
It just tastes like a sickly, sweet, creamy flavour with nothing behind it.
Oh, man. Right, so I have an idea for a new series, which, if all goes well, I'm going to put it across to you guys because I love hearing your guys' opinions. Something I want to get done for Tuesday, earliest. How would you guys like to see podcast-style episodes? Obviously, with the social distancing, it'd be more like this. It'd be more like, webcam-esque. But, like, say, half-hour videos that are interviews with certain people within the industry. Would you guys be interested in stuff like that? Because there's a few people I speak to I think would be really, really cool to get on and just be like, talk about their journey, what they do, just get to know them a little bit, but have it like a live stream style, but more of a structured video, say half hour a time. I think it'd be really cool. I think it's something different. Tides us over till we receive these packages. I've got loads of tracker numbers for stuff, but I'm just waiting for them to actually turn up. But just interested to see what you guys think. I think it'd be really cool. Bit different anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Well, if you're struggling, if you're finding it hard to make content at the moment, then sure, why not? Do whatever you want, man.
I also had an idea to start doing first impressions on devices without the devices. Now, hear me out. I know that sounds a bit strange, but say, for example, I would really like to do a video talking about the Smok RPM 160. I've got a lot of views to share on that. Now, I don't have the RPM 160, but there is a lot of, like Smok have released articles and specs and pictures of the device. But I just don't know if you guys would be willing to watch a video of me talking about something and showing pictures rather than having the actual device. Because that could also be another series where I do first impressions on products that are coming up that I'm trying to get in for reviews. Do you know what I mean? So, right. So, I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up with the chat as well. You have to wait for the 1 million downloads to play. Yeah, to be fair, you're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh. There's always 1 million downloads. Yeah, I thought so.
I said duel me, bitch.
Best, but I'll be in that Yu-Gi-Oh game if you carry on. Hey, have I missed something? You're trying to steal my beard, Thunder. To be fair, right? To be fair, I'm trying.
You have a
the
thicker
hardest
beard
thing.
than probably me and Tom now, so.
Go for it, Beth. Jay's beard is doing bits. Thank you so much, Beth. Do you know, I feel really good coming on and talking to you guys, plus the gin. But no, thank you. It is really thick. It's like a carpet. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to grow in the sides. So I've got these straggly hairs where I haven't like grown in at the same time. So it just looks a bit weird. And I don't really... Right, here's a question for you people that have beards. What do you do with the top lip hair? Do you just let it grow the same length as the rest of the beard and just trim around the lip so you can like eat stuff? Or do you have it shorter? I don't get it. I've not had a beard like this before. I love it. It's like a carpet.
Well, when it starts curling over and actually going into my mouth, I'll trim it. And then these sort of... I don't even know. Like these sorts of cornery bits here. You got like the bit in the middle.
Oh, my soul patch.
These little bits on the sides, I just cut them so they've got nothing there, but that's just personal choice because I've got piercings. And it makes the piercings stick up.
My soul patch, right, it is the weirdest, longest bit. I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't know if I can do it. I've been drinking too much to do this. Basically, I can tuck it into my upper lip, like so I can't open my mouth. It's weird. It grows really long. I don't get it. I don't know why. That is long. The longest bit of my beard is my soul patch. I don't get it. It's so long, bruv. Right. So, Budget Juice Tuesday is a good idea. If I had Budget Juice to review, I'd be all over it, but I just currently don't. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, sounds good. I like Skin Face Jay. Oh, okay. Yeah, to be fair, it's only since lockdown that I've grown this beard, just to see how long it grows. I'm going full on pirate, mate. I'm going long hair, bandana, big beard. I'm going to have a twisty moustache, like Captain
Well, you've already done that because you had your hair cut a few weeks back.
Well, see, this is what I was saying to Nick. I wanted it all shaved off so I could grow it out. Do you know what I mean? So it was all level. And then when it's grown to a bit, I can go to a hairdresser and get it like shaped to how I want it to grow out, if that makes sense. Because if I'd have let it grow the style I had it, it would have just looked like a mop. It wouldn't have actually done anything. So, yeah, I kind of went back to square one to grow it out. I like Skin Face Jay. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. A few people have said they prefer with no beard, but I'm really attached to this now. Really attached. What about trying to break unbreakable mods? Not a bad shout. I could just get a Geek Vape device and smash it with a sledgehammer and see what happens.
Didn't we say about that a few weeks back? And it was Neil saying he thought it was a waste.
Yeah, it is a bit of a waste, to be fair. I'll give him that. I mean, if it gets views, though. That's what YouTubers do, isn't it? Just get views. We'll try to. No, trim the top lip, the lip, bro. Don't want to eat beard hair. No, I get that. So when it gets around like the edges, I do trim that back. But I mean, like the actual length of the top lip. Do you have that the same length as, say, this bit? Do you know what I mean? Or do you naturally shave?
If I trim the top lip, I trim everything because otherwise it stands out.
This is what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm trying to get at. So do you have them all at the same length, or do you trim the top lip so it's a little bit shorter, or do you trim it all to be the same?
I mean, if you're good enough with a beard trimmer, you can just shave the hairs that are like you're eating and
That's
just
what I have
tidy
been
up
doing, yeah.
around the lips. But normally I just go over the whole thing with a 10 mil or a 20 mil.
Fair enough. You don't want to be eating beard hair. I know it's annoying. Same here for the soul patch. I'm glad I'm not the only one with a soul patch. I don't know why it grows so much. But if I stick my...
Yeah, mine's quite thick.
It just sticks out, mate. It's longer than the hair on my head. It's crazy. Have you ever watched The Green Winch? No, I haven't. Please elaborate. I'm intrigued. My hair is so long now. I can imagine, Tom, man. I can imagine. Need to get Beth to get them clippers out. People want to see how much punishment it can take. So what? Oh, right, now I've got you. He's referring to smashing up devices. No, I get that. I do it. Did you notice? Sorry, what? You do what? What?
Does he mean he
Oh,
smashes up stuff?
smashing his devices up, right? Yeah. Oh, you want to see Nick, mate? Nick had a Coco, right? Now, you guys know how much I love the Coco. You know how much these small, very easy to look after devices. You want to see Nick's, mate? It is absolutely destroyed, and all she does is chuck it in her bag and chuck it around. She had her Caliburn, and she run it over, like by accident. But she run over. It still worked. Told her not to use it because the chips come out of it. But mental. Don't know how she does it. Honestly, crazy. It's so long. Oh wait, whoa. My chat just completely moved. It's so long he has started pinching my hair products. To be fair, I said to Nick, it's going to get to a point where I'm going to have to start straightening it just to get it all out. It's a vaping channel. The Green Winch vaping channel. He's mental. I'll have to check it out, to be fair. This is what I said to you guys last week. I don't really know many people in the community, and this is why I want to get out there and speak to more people and collaborate with more people within the community. Because I know of a few people that the only people I actually actively talk to is the Smoking Mermaid, Devil Vapor. I speak to him periodically. Sir Vapes a lot. I speak to him periodically. Vaping Mill. Speak to him periodically. Is there anyone else? Trying to think. I don't want to leave anyone out. I think that's it. Like I speak to periodically. Everyone else, no. Like the only time I spoke to Vaping with Vic is when he commented on a video. Little Bro Vapes until they DM me yesterday. Like it's like come and going comments and stuff. It's not I actually actively talk to these people. So I do need to do stuff to do that. But I'm thinking about hitting one of those up in the DMs, just seeing if they're available and if we could do like an interview style. I think that'd be really cool. Just something different. Do you know what I mean? I'm dropping names. Yeah, I am dropping names, mate. I'm just letting these people know that I'm not forgetting, and I speak to a few people. I don't speak to a lot. Like I said, there's a lot of out there that probably don't even know who I am. They probably don't even give a shit. Do you know what I mean? So I'll just take what I can at the moment. I need to get my name out there in the community. I'll say that. But I do want to say thank you to you guys. It is absolutely ludicrous that we have gained so many subscribers just in a space of a week. So in a week we've gained like 130 subscribers, which is mental. It honestly is mental. I posted out yesterday. We hit 1,800 subs. We're on 1,830, which is mad. So thank you so much. I don't know why this channel's grown so much, but I appreciate it. Alright, Mason's put, I once tried one of those dodgy THC cartridges and I threw up all in my mouth. I was trying to see what it was about. Disgusting. I'm glad that you didn't get on with it, man, because of them things that literally kill people.
I'm thinking the same thing, basically.
So all these articles you saw last summer, like autumn, fall time was all these people having lung illnesses and stuff. So all these THC cartridges, mate, do not touch them. They've all got vitamin E acetate in them, and that is what's literally killing people. So I'm glad you didn't get on with it. Because you have Elliot on. I know, Elliot is the key. Elliot is why we're grinding subs, mate. It is all you. You're the gatekeeper. That's what it is. That is what it is. Oh, mad.
I was trying to think up a witty comment, but I couldn't think of one in time.
I think it's crazy. I love having our little community streams. I've changed the title of this one to Chilling with the Ohmies Community Lockdown live stream. I just need to change the actual template rather than Chilling with the Ohmies live to the community live stream. Yeah, there we go. God, it's been a difficult day. Oh, dear. Oh, mate. I honestly feel so much better. So thank you so much for everyone that's jumped in. I feel so much better now. I've just spoke to people.
Yeah, that's it. Just get things off your chest, man. It helps a lot.
Like, I know I'm not doing this in a disrespectful way, but I haven't really spoke to you either in like a week. And it's not like half of my brain's like, well, why would I want to speak to Elliot all week? Because then we've got nothing to talk about on the live stream. And I'm like, you're my friend, so I still want to speak to you. but I don't want to run out of things to talk about in the live stream. So it's just this weird balance. Do you know what I mean? And I'll be brutally honest with you. This last week, I've not wanted to speak to anyone, but I've wanted to speak to people, and I don't know if that makes any sense. Like I've wanted to speak to people, but then my brain's like, nah, you're a prick. No one wants to talk to you.
I sort of get it because you want to speak to people on your terms, but then it's a bit selfish.
Yes, no, 100%. I'll tell you, yeah.
Like you want to talk about what you want to talk about, and if they then I understand, like if you're talking to someone, you want to talk about a specific thing, or you want to talk to them for a specific amount of time, and then they start talking about something else or talking for like too long, and you're like, this is actually pissing me off now.
And then you're like, look, bruv, I don't care. All right, I just wanted to talk about GTA 5 for about 30 minutes. I don't care about your cat. All right.
Yeah, basically, but then you're going to be a selfish asshole.
Exactly. No, I get you. I try and be a nice person as much as I can. I was actually thinking about starting a second gaming channel and just uploading daily GTA 5 content because I can't stop playing it. I know it's bare old. I know it's been out like 6 years. But I just can't stop playing it, mate. It's just.
As you well know, I'm well into Warframe right now. I've been playing that for 7 years.
Yeah. How are you getting on with it? I know last week you were saying obviously your Portuguese friend was on, and he was saying about he was gonna like block you from getting to a certain rank, so he didn't have to like talk to you or something. Oh, it was hilarious. I can't remember what you put in the chat.
No, I'm rank 26 now. 2 more to go, and I'm max rank in the game.
Your max rank, smashed it.
Almost.
Smashed it.
28 is max rank at the moment. I'm 26.
This is my inner boomer coming out. Is Warframe anything like League of Legends?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Have you ever played Destiny or Anthem?
Yes.
Yeah, Warframe's basically the precursor to those. Like Warframe came first.
Oh, now
it's exceptionally grindy. I mean, it's referred to as grind frame by the community for very obvious reasons.
Now you have my attention.
But it's a lot of fun, especially if you're playing with friends.
Right, this has become my lockdown Sunday highlight. Oh, thanks, Beth. That means a lot. Me and Tom are on our phones with you on the telly. You absolute legends. That means the 5 people are watching, 3 of them are you. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Right, so Mason's put, I rate Trump highly, but I strongly disagree with the ban on vaping in most US states. Big tobacco is to blame. People have got back into smoking because they think vaping is somehow worse. But somehow the research shows that vaping is at least 95% safer than smoking and very rarely leads to illness. Yes, Mason. So in this country, we have Public Health England. We've done, well, I say we like I work there. I don't. But Public Health England have done so much research over the last 10 to 15 years. They have conclusive evidence at this moment in time. There is 95% safer alternative to smoking. It's not healthier. It's just a safer alternative. And I said this, I think I said this in a recent video.
It's healthier, but not healthy.
Yes, so that's what I mean. Like, if you don't do either. It'd be stupid. If you smoke, then it makes more sense to vape because it's better for you than smoking. Because if you cut out the carcinogenics and 2,500 chemicals roughly out of a tailored cigarette, it's crazy. And the fact that the Globe seems to just go, nah, the NHS, Public Health England, chat shit, mate. I don't want to run about. Like, they're not profound. Baffles me. But at the same time, it doesn't baffle me because most of these nations run their research through big tobacco. Now, did you know America, this is me firing shots, mate. I don't even care anymore. America, they just do vaping wrong, innit? Like, their research is led by big tobacco. How dumb can you be? Why would you let big tobacco do research on vaping? Of course, it's not going to come back the way you want it. It's not going to come back. It's going to come back biased to big tobacco. It's mental.
Yeah, but there's a whole system around that, isn't there? Because big tobacco have to pay the local governments like massive amounts of money in order to something. I can't remember what it is.
Probably selling their states or something like that.
No, it's something to do with like, I can't remember what it is, but they pay the governments big money for this,
Right.
So of course the US state governments have a reason to say that smoking's better because they get so much money from it.
America is a pure capitalism state. Now, I understand that that England is obviously very capitalist at this moment in time. And cool. If you want to be a capitalist, cool. Whatever. Make money however you want to make money. However, US is the extreme version of capitalism. Like, nothing else matters as long as you're making cheddar. Do you know what I mean? That's what America is. It's wealth over health. And that really... Oh, mate, it just winds me up. So you've got this conclusive evidence. No, it's fake news. It's about they'll probably say cigarettes are better for you. It's crazy.
Well, like those videos the other day.
Honestly, I'm glad some of you enjoyed that.
More likely to smoke. Where the fuck did you pull that from out your ass?
I'm just like, okay, where did you get this? This isn't a fact. Where did you get this from? Like, what? That makes literally no sense. Like I think you actually commented like 4 a.m, which, you know, I'll rate that. I got a lot of time for that, all right. I was up at that time of the day. I thought, I'm just going to publish it now. I get quite a few viewers from America, so I'll just publish it at 3:30 because over there it was like 6 in the afternoon. It made sense. And then you commented, I'm like, oh, sweet, Elliot's up. And yeah, you hit the nail on the head. The first 2 videos, they actually had a good premise behind them. They were just poorly executed, right? You know, whole kids shouldn't vape. Totally agree with that. The others,
the first one was a bit crap. The second one was clearly a college project or a high school project.
Yeah.
As I said, the third one, despite how weird it was, still had the best message out of all of them. And then the
honestly,
ones were just like a sheer, like, what the fuck is this?
It made no sense. All their facts they were spewing. The last video where they were just looking back at the camera genuinely freaked me out. I was like, what is it? It made my hairs go up on my neck. I was like, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm being seen in like 15 different dimensions from puppets looking behind them. Don't like it. I just don't like it. But yeah, America's just twisted, mate. It's anything to make money. It's not even about health for their citizens. Trump said last week for their citizens to inject bleach. He's such an idiot. It's ridiculous. Beth's put, oh my god, Jace, please do. I'd watch that. I'm not gonna lie. I've had a little bit too much to drink. I don't know what you're referring to. So if you could put that in the chat, that'd be great. Oh, GTA. Okay, I need a GTA fix. Makes sense. That makes more sense. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you the brutal reasons why. This gin's really hit me now. I'm sorry. From this moment on, it could be anyone's game. The only reason I'm really thinking about it is I can't stop playing it, but I've been hooked on Zerka's channel from the Sidemen because they did like over 1,000 GTA racing episodes, and they all blend into one. You watch one that's like half an hour long, right? And they'll just play a playlist in that video, and it's is what it is. And all of a sudden, you'll go to the toilet, you'll come back, and you'll think it's the same video, but it's a different playlist. And then all of a sudden, you've watched 5 hours of GTA. It's mental. It's mental. Excuse me. Diss tracks on Big Tobacco. Mate, do you reckon that'll get any traction? I'll tell you what, I actually want a few people in this industry few people in this community online just to play the YouTube game. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if anyone's actually up for playing the YouTube game because I don't think people are.
What do you mean?
Like diss tracks and controversy and like actually collaborating on stuff. Like, just loads of stuff put together. If you look at any big YouTuber or anyone that's gained any subscribers or viewership or anything like that, they either they either do what they're good at in a niche and they grow. They then get creative with it, and then it obviously helps. Because, for example, in a reviewer's game, this is something that a lot of people don't really know, but when you think about it, it makes perfect sense. The vaping niche, in terms of reviews, is very synonymous to the makeup world. Very synonymous to the makeup world. And a lot of people don't realise this. Any video idea that a makeup reviewer does, or a makeup artist does, you can do in the vaping industry. Like as a reviewer, 100%. So, if you think of it from like Linus Tech Tips, for example, right? Why is he so popular? Like, genuine question, it's not rhetorical. Why do you think like Linus Tech Tips is so popular?
Because, well, I mean, first of all, he knows what he's doing, and he's said many times before that he feeds the algorithm. Like
Fair play.
he used to do a lot of clickbait to drive views, a lot of weird like clickbaity thumbnails.
Yet again, playing the YouTube game. Yeah.
He was doing that. But I mean, obviously he got so but he's so big now that he like people are like, yeah, can you stop with the clickbait shit? So he did a live stream.
Addictive.
Went through like 50 of his old videos and changed the titles and the thumbnails on stream to be less clickbaity. But I mean, people like him. He seems to be a pretty chill guy. Like I
like Linus Tech Tips. I do. But what I'm saying is, when you boil it down, he's right in saying that he played the YouTube game. Clickbait titles, good thumbnails, things like that. Videos bang, right? Prime example. All right, exposing myself. I did that my favourite pod systems of 2020 because my favourite pod systems of 2019 was still banging, and it still is to this day. So I knew that the algorithm's going to pick that up and it's going to push it, and it has. So I know that works. So rather than milk it, I'm like, cool, I'll just do an update video. It's been 4 months of the year. What's changed? It actually worked out. I actually really enjoyed making that video, and I'm quite proud of that. But yeah, again, if I was to do that in another 3-4 months, if the algorithm still likes that system, it's automatically going to boost that video. So that's playing the game, right? Rather than milking it, though, I'm just kind of keeping it as real as I can. I don't want to just milk it for the sake of it. Linus Tech Tips, people come back to him because he gets creative. He's a tech reviewer, right? Just like I'm a vape reviewer, right? So if you are looking for a review on the Caliburn Cocoa, right? Just for example, you're looking for a review on the Caliburn Cocoa. You click on my channel, you watch a video, you get all the information you need. What reason is there for you to subscribe? You've got all the information you need. But if all of a sudden I'm doing, I don't know, 5 ways to use your Caliburn Cocoa, and the thumbnail is me with some slime and a cocoa, and just getting really creative with it, you're like, oh, do you know what? This guy's actually a bit of a laugh as well as a reviewer. I'll stick around. Like, how many times has Linus done a video? It's not just, here's the NVIDIA GTX 2080 or whatever. It's using this with this or this with that. It's getting creative with his reviews and bringing that entertainment value.
Well, I mean, he spoke about that on a few of his live streams as well, because he said, like, yeah, there's so many tech reviewers, like, it's what makes you stand out.
100%. No one in this niche gets creative with what they're doing. So I'm sorry, like I said, I'm way past the point of I should probably not speak anymore. I've had a little bit too much to drink, but I'm just gonna flow and see what happens. So if I get cancelled in the morning, I know why. But a lot of people in this niche don't play the game. They're just reviewers, and that's fine. If it works for you, it works for you. That's fine. I'm looking to be something that's different than that. I want to bring something different to this niche. I want to still do reviews, and I want to get creative, and I want to just do things that people in this niche aren't doing. And that is one of them. People just don't get creative with their reviews anymore. And I'm not picking at anyone in terms of their structure of reviews. I'm just saying, when you look at someone like Linus, he does something creative with the products that he's already reviewed, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, he'll do a review on the NVIDIA 2080, but then the next week he'll do a video involving that graphics card in a weirdest way you would never think of, but it draws people in and a reason to subscribe. So I'm trying to think of ways in this niche. Same with the makeup world. Someone will review Jeffree Star's new palette, which will bang views because Jeffree Star releases a new palette, it crashes Shopify and the whole internet, obviously because of his popularity. But then the next week you will see people then getting creative with Jeffree Star's new palette in a different way to bring people back to the channel rather than getting all the information you need and not giving you a reason to subscribe.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
Sorry, I'm probably going in circles. At this point, I'm like a Dell 2005 PC, mate. It takes a while for me to process what I'm saying. Right, so I've not even seen the chat in ages. What's going on? Diss track on big tobacco companies. Right, I said that. Hey guys, did you know dual pods contain as much nicotine as 20 cigarettes? Oh mate, I love how you put like the I don't know the PC term for that, but the font.
It's like the SpongeBob meme, isn't it? Like that.
Yeah. That's the one, yeah. Nicotine on its own isn't that bad. No, it's just as bad as caffeine. And, oh, Ellie, if you just put that, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Which is not as bad as taking in a decent dose. And I always say this: nicotine is a controlled substance. In Europe, it's a controlled substance. It is regulated heavily. So, yeah, no problem. GTA races are the best thing for the Cybermen. Honestly, man, like I said, I'm in that wormhole. I've probably watched about 100 to 200 episodes of their 1,000 episodes they did in the last 3 days. I just can't stop watching it. I've even got Nick going, hang on, is this the same video? And I'm like, oh, we're about 4 videos deep. But you can't tell the difference. Their watch time must go through the roof with that. I think a big tobacco diss track would be quite cringe. To be fair, a diss track in this niche would be cringe, but it'd be so worth it. You have a music background, and it can show a lot of your talent with edits and banging beats. Oh, thanks, man. I don't know if that's a compliment or just like...
You might have been talking something to me.
It could be, yeah, it could be you as well. Yeah, that's true. I think Jay should stay in the same, straight to the point, none of that cringe intro shit and cringy thumbnails. I mean, fair enough. I do appreciate that. I do like to have a reviews to a certain extent, but when I'm thinking long term, I'm thinking bigger picture. I love this industry. I love this niche. But then I look at someone like a channel like Ryan Hall, for example. Have you heard of Ryan Hall? He's in this niche.
Can't say I have.
I'd suggest you go check him out at some stage, right? Because, yeah, again, he's a vape shop owner that's built a business, built an amazing vape channel off of it. Now, if I'm being brutally honest, I don't really like his personality that much. And that's not me digging him out. That's just a personal preference. However, his content slaps, mate. It just slaps. Because he brings that entertainment value and that review value in the same videos consistently. So, yeah, you've got to do something that's different. I still want to keep the reviews. People clearly like the reviews, and I love doing the reviews the way they are. I'm just thinking about bringing something extra to the channel, something different. You know, with this niche being so suppressed on YouTube because of the algorithms, because you can't monetize certain things, like, I want to be bigger than what I am, and the goal is to grow as much as possible and build this amazing community as big as it can get. However, it's going to get to a point where I need to do something different to stop people like yourselves getting bored of the content.
You just said that, and I'm watching the stream. Obviously, it's got a few seconds delay, and when I was looking at my phone a second ago, it looked like I was falling asleep.
Sorry, mate. I'm just going on a rant at this point.
Because I'm down in my lap at the phone, and my webcam's like off center, and it's like they made it look like I was falling asleep.
Mason put, I think, I've just read that one. Tech Tips is entertaining with his creativity, 100%. And this is what I'm saying. Beth put, I think straight to the point all the way, all the time will get samey. Exactly that. Mason, I'm off, Jay. Thank you so much for joining the stream, getting involved. You know, sending loads of messages and hit me up on Snapchat. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you. You take care of yourself.
While you read those messages, I'm going to take a quick break and grab a drink. My mouth's like freaking parched.
Candy's flip-flop. That's fair enough. Beth, a mix of both would be good. Straight to the point and informative, but then also more creative of videos too. Exactly that. This is what I'm saying. So if I've got a product review, I will do it in the same style. I love that style of video. It's more of a scripted approach, cutting all the crap out. Like, no one wants to see the instruction manuals when you do a review. Like, we know it comes with that. Whatever. Show me some really cool B-roll. Explain to me why this device is good. Point out the bad bits. Point out the good bits. Do you know what I mean? Like, I like that. I think we've refined a style on this channel that works. So I appreciate that. But at the same time, I would like to offer something different to this niche. And if that is a case of me getting creative with videos, that's what I'm going to try and do. Vape tricks with Jay, and you just don't try to do them in lockdown. Just a bit of fun on the channel. See, a lot of people have said that. I just can't do vape tricks, man. I think it's a bit cringe at this point. I don't know. It could just be a bit of banter, to be fair. Tetty man, how you doing, man? I haven't spoke to you in a while. I hope you're all doing all right. I hope you're keeping safe. But have you heard of the Expert Thief? I haven't, but I will give it a watch. Shows with the size of you and the serious things and some fun. Exactly that. That's what I'm saying. I like to come on here and just share with you guys, whether I expose myself or say too much or say things I shouldn't. It is what it is. Like, it's the internet. But I've made it very apparent that I want to express some creativity as well. Like, I want to keep what we're doing on the channel. I absolutely love it. I just want to add to it, like bolt-ons, essentially. I don't want to change anything. I just want to add to it. Because I think it will just add more value to you guys. Like, if you see a reviewer that just does serious reviews, you're only going to click on them videos if you're interested in the product they're reviewing. However, if there's something different and creative and slightly unique, then it gives you a reason to come back. Do you know what I mean? Like, for example, I did a review on the Aegis Boost, but then if I did a video of me smashing it with a sledgehammer, it's different, creative, and it still involves the same product that you're interested in. So, yeah. Oh, Tom's put, you're doing incredible, doing a little bit different things and vaping won't hurt. Thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate it. I come to the hard realization months ago that no one really cares about your personal victories as much as you do, because they're obviously yours. But this is why I love this community so much, because you guys are absolutely amazing.
They're talking shit about me, aren't they?
No, they're actually not, mate. You guys tune in every week. You tune into every video. You subscribe. You share, and honestly, it means so fucking much. It really does. So thank you so much for that. I find it mad. Like, it's got to the point now where I'm looking at the channel growth. It's getting better and better and bigger, and I'm like, whoa, this is mad. Like, according to Social Blade, this channel will have 2,500 subscribers by July, and I'm like, nah. Like, I refuse to just accept it. But everything they've predicted so far has happened quicker than they've predicted it, which is mental. Like, I can't believe that we're just over, or nearly at 1,850. It's just mad. Like, it's just mental. I started...
2 years fast approaching, huh?
It's mental. It's getting quicker and quicker. And I never thought I'd ever get to this stage. Like, I remember being at 1,000 subscribers thinking, right, let's give this a go, see what happens. I haven't even been doing vaping videos a year yet, really. Like, I mean, consistently a year yet, which is mad. But yeah. Shows all sides of you, serious things, and have some fun. Doing incredible. A little bit. I just read those, sorry. A lot of channels try new things every now and then. Yeah, I know. And like I've said to you guys before, like, maybe it is just more of a mental thing for me. I just assume people are getting bored of it when you're not. It's just me, because I'm doing the same thing 3 times a week or whatever, or 2 times a week in a live stream. I then get in my head going, oh, this must be boring. Whereas you guys are like, oh, this is sick, keep going. I just don't know unless I actually ask. So I really rate these community streams every week. This is something that is definitely staying. You guys are awesome. Sorry, El, I just ranted for like half an hour, mate. You alright?
What?
Yeah, are you okay? I've just ranted for like half an hour about random stuff. I
was just zoned out there. I was reading another chat. My bad.
Fair enough. Yeah. I've nearly finished my picture, which isn't good. It probably is good.
Oh, your picture? I thought you said your picture. I was like, wait, what? You're drawing or something now as well?
Turn into a Bob Ross channel. Come draw with me. It's just vape products. It's drawing the Aegis Boost in a seductive manner. Oh dear.
More like the Aegis Boomer, am I right?
The Aegis Boomer. To be fair, I want to get hold of the new Aegis Pod. There's a few products I'm really looking forward to getting, and I know for a fact. Like I said, I understand the YouTube game, right? And the amount of reviewers I'm seeing right now that are banging out views on these new devices, and they're currently in the post for me, and I'm like, I'm just missing the wave. It's not that much of a big deal. Like, I get it, I'll review them when I get them, and people understand that. But yeah.
Thing is, I mean, we've said this ad nauseum. Really, it's just like most devices are just good now. Anyway, there's not much difference between a lot of the devices. You got styling, and that's about it. They all function pretty much the same. I mean, obviously the Smok RPM 160 is going to be a dual 18650 or whatever, but
what are your thoughts on that? And the same with you guys in the chat, like a dual 18650 pod mod.
it's
Like,
going to
what are your
last
thoughts on
a
that?
time, that's for sure.
Yeah, like, I think what I mean by that is, do you see a point for a dual 18650 pod mod? Like, surely it stops becoming a pod mod when you've got two 18650 batteries. It just becomes a box mod.
If it's still got a pod and it's still mouth to lung, it's still a pod mod.
Yeah, but how are they going to make coils that runs a 200 watt mouth to lung? That makes no sense whatsoever.
Why would it be 200 watt? You can like on a regulated device. I could still run this at 1 watt if I wanted to. It's still a dual 18650.
No, I get that. But what I'm saying is, with the amount of power you've got, it's mainly suited to sub-ohm because of the power of the watts that sub-ohm tanks usually take, right? There's nothing stopping you whacking a Nautilus X on there and running it at 12 watts if you want. Not a problem. But it's made for a sub-ohm tank. That's what I'm saying. Like, how many if it's a pod mod and it's designed to have mouth to lung features and produce great flavor from a mouth to lung, why does it need 200 watts? It doesn't need that power limit.
Are you saying that there is already mention that the Smok RPM 160 will go to 200 watts, or is this?
Yeah, they've announced that. That's what they've said. It's a dual 18650 200 watt device. The only difference is when you see the picture on Instagram, it looks like it has a pod fitted to it, like something you can obviously take off and replace the coils in, like say like the RPM, you pull the coil out from the base, right? So something like that sort of style.
It sounds more like it's merging your typical RTA, RBA, RDA sort of thing into a pod.
So you think it's more going to be for the rebuildable side to really boost that pod
what I'm saying is, instead of having a bulky sub-ohm tank on top, it's going to be a pod that slots in, but it's going to behave more like a typical sub-ohm RTA or whatever. It's going to behave like a sub-ohm tank.
Yeah, no, I understand that. I don't know. Maybe it's my brain.
Sure.
My brain just doesn't get it. It's like when I see the words pod mod and 200 watt in the same sentence, and my brain just goes, "What?" Do you know what I mean? Surely,
if it's a mod that takes pods, it's still a pod mod. It's just the fact that we've become used to the fact that pod mods are like,
small,
your
convenient, 12 watts. Do you know what I mean?
There's nothing stopping them from putting a 0.15 ohm mesh coil in it and calling it a pod mod, but it's actually just a typical direct lung, sub-ohm tank.
No, 100%. Totally agree. What about? Do you think this is Smok taking things too far and just being like, well, the keywords pod mod sells, so we're just going to make something absolutely.
Yeah, but Smok have always done that.
Just firing shots at Smok.
They released the what was it called? The big baby beast, or the Smok, the TFV12 Cloud Beast King went up to like 300 watts, or the coils would allow you to vapor at 300 watts. They've always been the ones that have
gone too far. Yeah, but I suppose when they released that in a time where everyone was trying to get the biggest amount of wattage, the biggest cloud possible. But I do see what you mean.
And now they're trying to combine both of the niches, really, sounds like.
Yeah, it does sound like. Have you seen a picture of it?
Cloud chase is essentially
cloud chasing pod users. It's a bit of a weird mix, but it will work. That's the thing. This is what I understand with Smok, is that they've become such a household name in the industry. And fair play to them for doing that, because with the market laws, they've done very well. But they also just go too far with things. Like, do you know what I mean? They'll release like 24 to 26 different units every year and then discontinue 10 of them within 3 months. So they just saturate the market. Do you know what I mean?
Wow. As you said, they've become such a household name. There's, they can innovate or try and innovate, and if something sells,
they can definitely take a risk.
Throw it in the bin and start again.
Yeah,
you know.
like they will take a risk, and I do rate them for that, because they will just try something. If it don't work, they'll discontinue it in 3 months and pretend like it never happened. And a lot of companies, I'll be honest, a lot of companies in the industry are not willing to take the risk, and it's so frustrating.
Oh, and the issue that Smock has with doing what they do, and fair play to them as well for innovating and pushing, trying lots of different things. The problem with Smock, and the problem that most people have with Smock, is that with all these different devices, all these different tanks, all these different coils, all these different the quality assurance is garbage.
Mate, I was just about to say this. Look, I've broke the seal. I need to go for a wee again. I'll be as quick as I can. I've got so much to talk about when it comes to Smock, so just give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. All right, so anyway,
It's turn
I
again
broke
now.
the seal. All right, sorry. It'll be 2 seconds, guys.
Should stop drinking the gin. Right, he's gone. Trash talk him again. Yeah, Tom, you're right. Their devices are pretty good, like the ones that they actually keep around. But I don't really like their tanks, and their coils are so hit or miss. It's ridiculous. You can buy a pack of Smock coils and all of them will be fine, and then you can buy another pack of Smock coils and none of them will work. You raise an interesting point there, Tom. What would everyone want in their perfect pod mod, or mod in general? For me, it's just battery life and ease of use, really. I mean, I like my techie animated screen thing on my Naboo, and my webcam has gone way out of focus. There we go. That should fix it in a second. Yes, I did. Yeah, there's a bit of a lag between us and YouTube. I did notice that my webcam has gone very blurry.
Sorry, guys. Right, so let's catch up. What has been going on? Right, so
I'm now a smudge.
nice. Take it your webcam's got a bit of a delay on it.
Yeah, I fixed it, but Tom obviously has a bit of a delay.
Right, so all sides are so serious things are fun. You're doing incredible. All your channels trying new things. Don't know unless you give it a try. Sounds good to me. Like, I really appreciate it. That video where you go through your perfect vape. So pick bits that you like from different vapes. It's funny you should say that, Tom, because that is one of the videos I'm currently working on. And the only reason I haven't released it yet is because I'm working on a visual representation of what that perfect device will be. And it's taken ages to make a 3D model of it, or like just something on Illustrator to go, this is what I would have, boff. As soon as I've got that, I will be doing a video on that, because I think that's a great idea, just going, oh, I like this from this and this from that, this sucks, this is great. So yeah, don't worry, you've hit the nail on the head with that one. It's no longer a pop mod, let alone putting a tank on it. I'm assuming that's going back to the 200 watt device from Smock. So like, I love the Cocoa, but a warm battery. It looks cool, like the Vandy Vape stuff. Yeah, I'll admit the Cocoa does get a bit cool, get a bit warm when you use it a lot. And I think
it's really small.
Yeah, it's a 520 mAh battery. It's going to happen. I think UL should have released the Cocoa with a bigger battery, like the Vaporesso Extra, like 900 mAh. Nothing that's ludicrous, but just a little bit bigger with a little bit bigger battery. I think it'd be perfect, because I'll be honest, the Vaporesso Extra doesn't get warm because there's a bit more of a bigger battery, that it just has more time and more opportunity to vent, so it keeps cool longer. Smock are just trash. Preach, motherfucker. And do anything they think sounds cool, but most are bad. Yeah, man, like the amount of times I've been short on ideas, I'm thinking I could just do a video slating Smock. I don't want to do that, but at the same time, I think it'd be an interesting video to like 5 things I dislike about Smock.
I like the fact that they constantly just make random shit though, because if they stumble upon something that people like and is good, you know, It's just that
No, I totally get that.
new release
So,
are garbage.
If I had to be honest, I like Smok's work rate and I like their ethic. Just pump out loads of shit, see what sticks to the wall, we'll keep it. Right? You can't knock that. It's worked for them. What I don't like is that when people then start going, this doesn't work, this is inconsistent, this doesn't work, they go, what do I want about? Don't exist. We just discontinued that like 30 seconds ago. Like, don't exist anymore. I find that a bit strange. Like, own up to what's shit, either fix it or say why it doesn't work and focus on your quality control. Because that's the one thing I get from a lot of customers from the shop or people from this community is they'll be like, the coil life is so inconsistent. It's like I'll get 1 day out of one and 3 weeks out of another. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, what can I do about that? Nothing. It's Smok. Like, there's nothing I can do about that. There's no advice I can give you to get longer life out your Smok device. It's just Smok, innit? Like, that's just what they are, which is crazy. I feel that they don't do what people want most of the time. I sent you a massive things I would want in a model vape. And then it says you can tell that your L is blurry. Exactly. Right, so I went buy another Smok mod. One died out of the box. Jeez. The display went and I never got a refund. And the second died within 3 months. Oh, mad.
Oh, if we're going to talk about bad luck with mods, I could
That's
speak
mad.
all day.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, as you well know. I think we spoke about it a little bit on the podcast. The first one we did together.
Oh, are you talking about the Smoen? Raybox. Is it the Raybox?
No, I've not. Oh,
Champion.
the reason I buy Smoan is because I've never had a problem with Smoan. Dovpo, Twisted Messes, Joytech I've had problems with in the past, but Dovpo Twisted Messes was the big one. Yeah. iJoy I've had issues with, but you don't even see them release anything now. I don't know what's happened with iJoy.
Mate, I'm going to be honest. When I see things like iJoy and things like that, I'm just like, are they considered premium? Like, are they? Because I've never considered iJoy as premium.
The last one I bought from them was like $30 off of like Fast Tech. I wouldn't exactly call that premium.
No, I get that. Some people really rate iJoy, and there's been a few devices I quite like. I think they're what's their tank called? They take Baby Beast and Vapresso GT cores. If a tank takes Vapresso GT cores, it's a decent tank because it takes Vapresso GT cores because they are obviously the same fittings as Baby Beast, etc. Do you remember the mag thing? Wow, that was so bad. Oh, are you talking about how people getting stopped in security because it looked like a gun, or the fact that the screen just used to die after like 3 days of use?
A lot of people bought the mag because it looked cool, but it was literally like a freaking AK-47 magazine.
Yep. I'm going to admit, all right, I'm going to be honest. It's what this channel's all about, it's being honest, right? I did like the fact that you could push a button and change your batteries like a mag. I did like that. I did run the button very, very weak because of that, because I'd be constantly pushing it all day. But I did end up spending more time in the store repairing mags or trying to refund them or exchange them than actually having a pleasant time talking to customers about them enjoying the use of their mag. It's crazy.
I don't think I've ever owned a Smok device. I don't think so. No, I haven't.
I'll be honest with you. Me and Nick should have seen the warning signs with Smok when we very started vape. I can't even talk. Very first started vaping all them many moons ago. When we bought our alien kits, I don't know if I've ever said this on the channel. You'll probably raise your eyebrows a little because I still went, I'll be alright. So basically, when the Smok Alien was released, there was genuinely like a 6 to 8 week waiting list in most stores across the country because of how popular it became instantly. Yeah. It was like a worldwide hit. So obviously I was like, I want an alien kit, bruv. I want an alien kit. I don't care. Now my dad had recently retired and moved to Chroma. Lucky bastard. So I helped him go move all the stuff from our family home up until his new home, right? Nick come with me. And while we were in this small village of Cromer, right? I don't know if you've ever been to Cromer. Literally middle of nowhere, right by the coast. Lovely in the summer. We found a shop that was literally called the Smock Shop. So we bowl in there and we're like, oh, we're new to vaping. Here's me and my iSub 4 kit, right? And speak to the people in there. Lovely people, great customer service. And we're like, look, by any chance, do you have any alien kits? And as we said that, the bloke with his biggest beard I've ever seen, who actually sold us a beard, like, oiling, manoeuvring, combing, trimming kit, which we gave to Tom as a Christmas present, because he was like, oh, we know someone with a great beard who needs to look after it, Tom. So if you ever wonder where that come from, it come from Cromer. He was opening a box full of kits and mods only and tanks of the alien kit. So it was a baby beast, the mod only, and the kit. So we were like, holy crap, we haven't seen these in weeks because everyone's sold out. So we're like, right, Nick goes, right, we get paid in 2 days, or I get paid in 2 days. I'll grab this as a Christmas present, pay about what you can. And I'm like, fucking sweet. So she's like, right, I have 2 kits. We picked a blue one and a red one? Gold one. Gold one and a red one. Because I think Tom got one a week later and he got a blue one. It's only because I remember this story very, very vividly. And the bloke was doing everything that I would normally do in a shop. He's going through every single big detail, making sure it's set up, making sure we fully understand everything that's going on. So he sets up Nick's device, not an issue, starts using it. I think she ended up buying some juice called Lizard Tears. It was awesome. It's like a blackcurrant menthol. Not for me, but she loved it, whatever. And I bought Wick Liquor Carnival. It was my first ever VG juice in the Baby Beast for that kit. Now, when I set up this kit, or when this bloke set up this kit, I then take my first drag from it. He goes, oh, it's prime now. Give it a go. Hold the trigger, inhale, and sparks literally fly out of the airflow. Right, I'm not even joking. The bloke behind the counter swiped the device from my hand and threw it at the wall. I've never seen someone move so quick in my life. So me, as an inexperienced vapor, was like, what the fuck did you do that for? I've just paid 100 quid for that. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? And he's like, them batteries have vented. I don't understand why it's done that. It's got a safety chip in it. Like, you cannot, that would have gone bang if you'd held the, trigger down long enough, because the safety chip wasn't working.
Wow, top guy though.
So I was like, okay, fair enough, appreciate it. Also, what the fuck? You just sold me a faulty product, sort of thing. He's like, don't worry, we're going to send that back, get that sorted. We'll give you a new one, not a problem. I think I ended up getting the gold one again, and I never had a problem with it. It was good as gold. But that experience, at the time, I didn't know how serious it was.
Mm.
When I look back, I think, holy shit. Like, holy shit, that could have gone boom in that shop. The blokes were great, but I will always remember my time with the alien, because even though from the first click I ever had an alien, it went wrong, I'll still swear by it as one of my favourites because it was so iconic in my vaping journey. But Smock haven't changed since. This is what I'm trying to say. That was a long point to this moral of the story, is Smock haven't changed since. Their quality control sucks. Sucks a bag of dicks. Right, so what is going on? Do you remember the mag thing? Yeah. Did he kill Tupac? I personally don't think Did he kill Tupac. I think it was a setup from Suge Knight, Nah, not this time. Oh, wait, about his cousin. Okay. To be honest, the alien was awesome. I think if yours still worked, you would still use it. It was a banger with the big fire button and the small form at the time. 100%, Tom. Now, I've got Nick's at the shop. Nick's still works, not a problem. My firing button, I used it so much that the plastic that kept the firing button from popping out actually dissolved over time. It had over 120,000 clicks on it, and it broke. So I ended up giving it to a friend who said he could fix it, and I've never seen it since. So that's where mine went. But Nick still works. It's at the shop. I just obviously haven't been there since lockdown. But you are right. I would use it. That's why I actually got the Innikin Proton, because it was like the Alien Kit 2.0 from Innikin that was plastic rather than metal. And then I dropped it. It broke. And I cried a little. And I've never been back since. But yeah. Sorry. That said, I said this probably about half hour ago, past the point of I should stop talking. Where is your shop? My shop is in Braintree, in Essex. It's a shithole. Not the shop. The shop's great. Shop's had a refurb. Town, bit of a shithole.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
I think we've done alright with the shop. I think it's had a bit of a glow up, to be honest.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I just think the town it's in is a bit subjective.
Yeah, well, Braintree, innit?
Exactly that. Now, I know we're live, and I know a lot of you have got things to do. But I'm just going to check Sky News because I heard that the PM was obviously meant to make his announcement at 7. It's currently 7:06.
It's live on YouTube already.
Sorry?
It's live on YouTube right now. 68,000 people watching.
Oh, don't go there. Stay here. I'll just tell you. I live in Chatham. Is that near where? I have a feeling that is Hertfordshire, like near where? Oh, Kent. Oh, it's miles off, mate. Miles off. What's it like? I've only been to Kent a few times. Never had a bad experience in Kent, to be fair. Right, so Boris Johnson addresses the nation. It was a pre-recorded message.
Was it?
I've just on Sky News. It says Boris Johnson delivers address to the nation. Pre-recorded message at 7 p.m. Prime Minister set changes to the coronavirus lockdown in England. The new "Stay Alert" slogan announced. Have you seen that? Mate, I've seen people trolling it, and yeah, man, it's hilarious.
I already saw a news article that's like Nicola Sturgeon in Scotland is like, what the hell does that even mean?
Big up Nicola Sturgeon, man. My sister lives in Scotland. She has for years. She married a Scotsman, right? So that automatically means I can say what I want about Scottish laws, right? Nicola Sturgeon, Big Donny. She's already like, nah. Scotland, 3 more weeks of lockdown because we care about the people. What a legend. Right. Leaders in Scotland and Wales and Northern Ireland say they'll be sticking to the stay-at-home message. Apparently, Wales has has eased the restrictions on lockdown. I don't know how true that is. Right, 9:07, just in. All right, a minute later, because it's 9:08. PM says this is not the time to end lockdown. When I look at where we are tonight, we have the R below 1, between 0.5 and 0.9, but potentially only just below 1. And though we have made progress in satisfying at least some of the conditions I've given, we have by no means fulfilled all of them. So this is not the time to simply end the lockdown this week. Instead, we are talking. I can't even talk. Instead, we are taking the first careful steps to modify our measures. So what does that mean, bruv? Come on. What does that mean? Does it mean we can go to work, or does it mean we've got to stay at home for 3 weeks? Let me know. PM. Anyone who can't work from home is actively encouraged to return to work. Does that mean I've got to go back to work? Nah. That can't be right. What? Right, hang on. This is all coming through at once. Right, this is all coming through at once. So, he said it's not the time to lift lockdown, but then he's saying anyone who can't work from home, go back to work. We said that you should work from home if you can, and only go to work if you must. We now need to stress that anyone who can't work from home, for instance those in construction or manufacturing, should actively encourage to go back to work. Well, that's not retail then, so we're all good. And we want to be safe for you to get to work, so you should avoid public transfer if all possible, because all will maintain social distancing and the capacity will therefore be limited. So work from home if you can, but if you should go to work... Oh, my old manager who actually employed me at Phoenix has just said, you're safe till June then. So there's something I've obviously missed. When you go back to work, it's possible to do so by car or even walking. Right, sets out changes to rules on exercise and time for outdoors. Oh, it's all coming through at once. PM says phased reopening of shops and schools could begin in June. Every day with ever-increasing data. Oh, yeah. Step 2, the earliest by 1st of June, after half term, we believe may be the position to begin phased reopening of shops to get primary pupils back into schools in stages beginning with reception, year 1 and year 6. Step 3, at the earliest by July, subject to all these conditions, further scientific evidence, if only there's a number support, we will reopen at least some of the hospitality industries and public places, providing they are safe to involve social distancing. Like I said, too drunk to really take any of that in, so if someone could dumb it down, it'd be great. Right, I think Freeport killed town, 100%, mate. 100%. Mason's put as a shithole. I doubt it. Is it a shithole because you think it's a shithole, or is it genuinely like you got crackheads flinging feces at your town memorial every day? Because that's what Braintree's got. So, even 3 point, they're great. Fair enough. This is so funny. I love Boris, to be fair. Fair play. Big Johnson. Same. Needs to grow a backbone towards these lefty twats. All right, look, we're not getting political in the stream. All right, I'm sorry, we're just not. I know nothing about politics. We stay out of that. Well, he's the PM, so we can't really say anything like that. True. What's that?
I said I was going to say in the chat to avoid politics, but nothing else has been said yet.
I wouldn't normally mind, but I'm not educated on it whatsoever, so I don't even know how to respond or how to even have a genuine debate on it. So, yeah, man, but I think you know how much money Freeport took from town. 100%. Don't matter what we had in town, I can't change the amount of knobheads in town. 100%. Go back to your vape shop. Not till July. Not till June. That's true, Tom. I can go see my parents. Wait, what? Well, you got special measures, Beth. What have I missed? What's crack-a-lacking? Can I leave the house?
If you can't work from home, you should be encouraged to go to work. So how does that mean you shouldn't be going back to June, Jay?
Well, basically, I've read into that a little bit more, and it says that basically if you're in manufacturing or something else, then you should be encouraged to go back to work. But shops, such as ours, won't go back till after the half term in June. Are you on Sky News? Sky News.
Guardian's rundown.
Restrictions on exercise and work to be relaxed within days. People are encouraged to take more and even unlimited amounts of exercise. What? What is this blasphemy? Unlimited exercise? Right, okay. It's not the time to end the lockdown. Yeah, so hang on, let me go back to restrictions on exercise and work to be relaxed in days. Right, cool. That's not what I want. I want the other thing. I'm sorry, guys. This just turned into a PM live stream. Air travellers will have to do... Right, now this is something I do genuinely want to talk about. Why the fuck have the UK not had a restriction on anyone coming into the UK for the last 7 weeks? They've only just put in... only just put in quarantine in airports. Why have they not been doing that anyway? That's dumb.
Well, EasyJet and Ryanair and people haven't been flying anyway, have they?
Oh, mate, there's been something stupid like 100,000 people a week coming into the UK. And they haven't been quarantining them.
No one's running flights.
There's still companies running as normal. Getting people back to the UK, I suppose. Yeah, look. PM says phased reopening of shops and schools could begin in June. Every day and ever increasing data. That's 2 words you should never get mixed up. Danger and data. The progress we make. If the nation begins to fulfill the conditions I've set out, then in the next few weeks and months we'll be able to go further. In step 2, at the earliest by June the 1st after half term, we believe we may be in a position to begin the phased reopening of shops and get to primary pupils back into schools in stages, beginning with reception, year 1 and year 6. You can sit in the sun in your local park and you can drive to other destinations. You can even play sports, but only with members of your own household. Mate, you know the UK is going to go absolutely mental. And be like, oh, sweet, 3 weeks off work. Let's just go down to Boozer. Just stay in the fucking the beer gardens. Mate, whatever. This is bollocks. You can drive to other destinations, but take care. I limit exercise, but we can sit in the parks again. Take care. All we are monitored, so if it spikes, we're back and forth. You know for a fact it's going to. The people of the UK are thick as pig shit. So all of a sudden, I guarantee there are people literally driving to places right now to experience some freedom. Yeah. No, I ain't going back to work until my company says so. And if my company say so, I'm going to contest it because it says 1st of June. So you got me on record saying that. That's fine. It says shops to be reopened from the 1st of June. And unless you work in manufacturing, which I do not, unfortunately. Looks like I've got a few more weeks off work. I'm pissing my parade on. I know you want to see them, Beth, right? And I'm saying anyone that's responsible, yes, it makes sense. I'm saying as a general consensus of our population, we are thick as pig shit. So you know people are going to spoil it for the people that are actually taking it serious. That's all I'm saying. I wish I was 3 weeks off work and still being paid. Oh, Mr. Eve Pants is in. Hey, how you doing, man? I ain't seen you in ages. I also wish I had a girlfriend that would call me daddy on a daily basis, bring me Master Emirax fire while I'm doing drugs through my eyeballs. Yeah, that's kind of everything, I guess. Yeah, I agree with you, man. I agree with you. I've had to settle with like a litre of gin, so it is what it is. At least I've got a shepherd's pie being cooked. I can actually smell it now. It smells incredible, I'm not going to lie. No, Beth, honestly, I won't digging you out. I want you to go see your family. I want
to see my girlfriend. If he doesn't, I've not seen anywhere that he said that we can go and see. Like, obviously, there was rumors that we could go and see maybe up to 10 people, like in our family and friends.
Yeah, I did see a lot of articles suggesting that.
But I haven't seen him say. There's nothing been posted online yet about him saying that we can actually go and do that.
I mean,
at the moment, you can only do things with your family, your
household, and yeah. I mean, people are gonna
shepherd's pie flavored e-juice. Oh.
That would probably be rancid, but I'd try it for a video. I had apple and cream cheese once. That was fucking vile. Right, so how is everyone? I am all good, Mr. Eve's Pants. I'm about a litre into my gin pitcher. So I did put a disclaimer out probably about an hour ago now. Anything I say past that point doesn't count. I haven't seen Jay in ages. I want my bro. Aw, you babe. Don't worry. I'll see you soon enough.
Oh, man.
Right, so I'm just working my way through.
Right, I said it's me first.
Hey, fair play. You crack on, El. Been around, working. Fair play. How is work for you? Have you wanted to stab people in the pupils? Oh, no. Oh, hello.
Hello. Sorry. Number one.
You should apologise. We're on a live stream and you just come in here, barge in here and demand things. What do you want?
Are you drunk?
Yes. Very drunk.
What the fuck?
What? I made a picture.
So much.
I made a picture.
Okay,
I drank the picture.
Number one, dinner's ready. Number two,
sweet.
I've just listened to Boris's statement.
1st of June, boy.
Have you listened as well?
No, I've just been on Sky News with these guys.
But it said...
Shops should be reopened on the 1st of June. Unlimited exercise.
Yeah, but
people in your household. Unlimited sports.
Yeah. But it also said...
It's like I can play football on my own again.
I don't know, I kind of thought that you might have to work. No, just because...
I've already said on record, if my company asks me to work, I'm going to say, well, it says 1st of June. So.
Yeah, but it said...
I don't work in manufacturing.
Okay.
I don't work in
You
manufacturing.
said if you can go to work, if you can't work from home...
I can't work from home, I can't get to work.
This is what I'm saying, if you can't go... if you can't work from home, you must go to work.
And then if you literally in that same sentence, it says if you work in the manufacturing industry, which we don't. And then it says all shops to be staggered reopened at the same time as primary school people to go back to school between year 1 and 6 at the 1st of June. So we shall soon see what my company say. Right, so, sorry. Let's look at the chat. Chat's going crazy. I haven't seen my girlfriend in 24 years. Who's had it worse? I live with my fiance, but I feel like I haven't seen her in a decade because she's been working 3 nights. I haven't seen Jane in ages. Is my bro. I've already read these. Shepherd's.
You're drunk. Go home.
I'm very drunk. I am home.
Dinner's done, just so you know.
Oh, what? Only households. I'm getting fed up with Tom. Don't blame you, to be fair. Surely if we have a select group of people that we only want to speak to, then and we only stick to that group of people, then we should be fine. I don't know. Is it in here? Everyone is already hitting the clubs, getting wasted and passing out. An Irish day. I mean...
Have you seen that they're only exercising most of these things just for England, not for Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland?
Yeah, because Nicola Sturgeon in Scotland said she's extending the lockdown for 3 weeks because she cares about her people. And Wales have eased the restrictions. Banter. Enjoy your second wave, Wales.
When
Tom just said Nick with loads of exclamation marks.
Tom, mate!
You don't have to shout, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
Elliott's just like, whoa. A grill. Also, that's not social distancing. Jay, you're too drunk. I am so drunk, yeah. And my work has been so shit. I threw my newborn at my PC to turn it off. What's wrong with you, bruv? Why would you throw a newborn at a PC?
Yeah, when do you want dinner?
The lifesaver has arrived. Oh, you mean Nick? I don't know. Keep it in the oven.
Mason said to send him a VGPG base and he'll put an OXO cube in it.
All right, fair enough. I've got lots to send. Hello.
Hi.
If I'm cancelled in the morning, I know why. Huh?
If you're cancelled in the morning.
Yeah, boy. I just want to know if I'm going to work or not. Do you know what I mean? Otherwise, that will encourage me to stop drinking or keep drinking.
I'm not saying that you should. I'm just saying.
I'm waiting for the Phoenix.
I think.
Did everyone watch? What does that mean? No change for us at the minute then. That was what I was wondering. I really think there's no change right now. I'm not really sure. I probably shouldn't be exposing our chat, so I'm not going to. Yeah. All right? I'm going to leave that, see what happens.
Okay. Well, please come to this.
Hey, Danny messaged me saying, well, you're safe till June then. So I'm assuming we are.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Danny's gospel, but
I'm going to have to see what they say about me then, because if I'm supposed to go back to work, but my boss wants to milk out furlough, so I'm not sure what that's going to be.
Oh, hang on, sorry, I had like 4 things going on. Tom said you're the ginger brethren.
The ginger brethren?
Yeah. Which is banter. I swear I had eardrums still. Where did they go? Yeah, Nick, you just blew out Mr. Evie Pants' eardrums.
I'm sorry.
How inconsiderate of you.
You always tell me to get closer to the mic.
Yeah, I don't mean shout down there. What are you, a fucking ska singer? Do you know what I mean? What's wrong with you? Yeah, I'll be there in a minute. I've only been streaming 2.25 hours. Banter. The ginger brethren. I love that. I want to know what's crack-a-lacking. I wonder if we're going back to work. I've even got customers messaging the Facebook group of the store saying, when are you coming? When are you reopening?
Oh my God.
We've just been advised by our technical director that they are looking at government guidance documents just to make sure if we're allowed to go back to work or not. I'm assuming not, personally, but what's the similarity between a vagina and the Twin Towers? Oh man, you can stick a rocket through them. Well, under 2 hours if you take off the technical difficulties. Yeah, that is true. I'll give you that. To be fair, yeah. There was literally half an hour of me looking at the webcam going, why can't no one hear Elliot? This is ridiculous.
Well, no, I mean, we did restart it. Technically, it's been almost 3 hours, but the first half an hour was like fucking around with the audio, and then there was probably 5-10 minutes more of fucking about with the audio until it just decided.
What I'm going to do, like I did last week, is delete the previous video because it's ridiculous. It's genuinely like 40 minutes of me going, why isn't this working?
Maybe you should do a bloopers video. After you've done like 10 or 20 of these live streams, you should have a bloopers video of all the times we've had freaking issues setting shit up.
Oh, mate, honestly. I don't know why it's so bipolar every week. Thanks, just got off the top of my head to liven it up a bit. Why did Osama bin Laden be... What is it with you guys sending jokes that I can't really share, but I'm going to share anyway?
Oh, that's brilliant.
Mad. This chat is mad. All of a sudden, it's just got very weird.
Oh, no. That last joke, though, is fucking fantastic.
I actually have dinner ready. I need a wee again. Do you guys want me to continue to live stream, or do you want to end it here?
Well, I mean, you're going to get continuously more drunk, so it's going to be harder to keep a fluid conversation going, methinks.
I have this much left of my pitcher, which I'm pouring right now. I'll tell you what, I'll stay till I finish this. Which shouldn't be long, to be fair. Nice. Yeah, chin chin. Anyone... Jay's lol. What? Scream at the end of the first one needs to be a meme. You should see our not for safe for work channel, Elliot. You share on Discord. Join the Discord. Show me. Why can't orphans play baseball? They don't know where home is. Ouch. Ow. Oh, mate. I absolutely love this community. You guys are fucking awesome. Emphasis on fluid going down his throat. What? Do you want an ASMR swallow? Hopefully that come through. I don't know. Elliot will have to let me know on the delayed playback. My voice is going now. And what are you saying, Will? You all good? Been live streaming for 2.25 hours.
I think he screwed up his joke because he said, what's the difference between a pregnant woman and a light bulb? And I think he meant to say you can't unscrew a pregnant woman. But he said like, you can't unscrew a light bulb. But I think he got it wrong.
Wait, you can unscrew a light bulb?
Exactly. But he said, what's the difference between a pregnant woman and a light bulb?
Oh, gotcha.
You can't unscrew a pregnant woman.
Gotcha. Am I going to wake up tomorrow with like YouTubers cancelled all over my channel? Yep. Fair enough, mate. That's all good, Will. I appreciate you joining in. The concurrent viewers has been jumping up from 8 to 11 to 8 again. I don't know what's crack-a-lacking. I'm getting to the point where I can't even read the chat. I asked a pretty young homeless woman if I could take her home. She smiled at me and said yes. The look on her face soon changed, however, and I walked off with her. What?
Oh, he's brilliant. Oh, man.
Mate, I can't even read the chat right now.
Oh, mate, Mason, Jesus Christ, man, these are funny. Like you and Mr. Evasive Pants have the same sort of humor.
To be fair, thank you, Elliot, for moderating. Thank you for you guys tuning in. Mason hit me up on Snapchat recently. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Doesn't mean you can snap me dick pics at 3 a.m. But if you do need any advice on vaping stuff, you can let me know. Pretty sure 40 is going to hit her like a ton of bricks, though. I've seen her mother. Fuck. I just want to know if I'm going back to work or not, because that will determine whether I keep drinking or not.
Well, I doubt it'll be tomorrow, Like, I doubt I'm going to get a call from my boss within the next 5 minutes to say, right, you need to come back into work tomorrow.
I know that you've applied for a job at Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
So I will spare you the whole, do you know what it's like to work at Phoenix? If they can get us to work tomorrow, they will. They will literally tell us at 11:30 and go, yeah, you're at work tomorrow. Like, they don't fuck about, mate. So I just want to know what's crack-a-lacking.
Oh, Mason's bringing out the proper humour now. This is funny as fuck. It's like listening to a double of Mr. Evasive Pants. This is funny as fuck.
Oh. I can't eat my dinner on stream. That's just rude.
Well, you won't join me, so you need to eat, bro. So.
Thank you.
I doubt you'd be able to concentrate on both things at once as well, Jay.
I'll probably pass out into my dinner, to be fair. Oh,
I mean, that would be funny, but...
Oh, dear. All right. I should probably wrap this up, to be fair. All right, let's just catch up with the chat first. Right, so where did I get to? Anyway, at least our government tells us when they fly planes into our shit. Yo, that's mad. You can't say that. You can't say that. That's mental. They are indeed, Mason. Well done. My grandfather says I'm too reliant on technology. I called him a hypocrite and unplugged his life support. Yo, you guys are moving mad. You can't say that. That's mad. That's mad. The time is now, old man. You guys, mental, bruv. Okay, right. This is determined whether I live stream or not, right? Mad. Yo. Jesus.
What's the hardest part of a vegetable to eat? The wheelchair.
Oh, bruv. Right, okay. Cool. I'm calling it a night there, alright? Because I've got no filter right now. I'm taking the I'm taking the safe route, okay? Thank you guys so much for tuning in and listening to me waffle and get drunk. Tom's going to play FIFA. Doubt you're joining him, Jay. If I can get Nick off the telly, I doubt I will. I haven't seen her in 3 days. She'll probably watch V-Wars. I don't know if you guys have seen V-Wars. It's got Damon from Vampire Diaries. She's obsessed with it. So no doubt I'll be having to watch that. I will let you guys know what's crack-a-lacking with if I decide to make a GTA channel, because I'm tempted. Not gonna lie, mate. We keep getting concurrent viewers. I can't not leave now. Don't go because of me. All right, I'll stay for a little bit. But
oh man, these fucking savage jokes, man. I fucking love it.
I'm gonna be in the doghouse. You know that, right? Do you guys mind? Do you guys mind if I eat my food on stream? Is that weird? Let's fight to the death. I'm not streaming no fight to the death. The fuck? What's going on? I eat food.
I mean, he's right. You could stream it for views.
I could do.
Lockdown, fight to the death.
Oh, mad. Oh, mate. Yeah, technically, man, I was thinking about earlier. I was saying that I'm so addicted to GTA right now. I'm thinking of just making a channel purely for GTA, like GTA videos. Just racing videos. JG cancel for laughing at poor vegetables. Yeah, Neil. Oh, bless you. I'm very drunk right now. So, Louis playing GTA right now. Legend.
I wish the grass in my back lawn was emo, then it would cut itself. Oh. Oh, man.
I'd be up for that. Oh, you legend. Well, you guys still on? I'll bring in a kidner of my comparison. Yep, but Jay's battered. I can't stop, but glad you're still going. I'll be back next Sunday. Neil, I can't wait a week for you. It's too long. I'm eating my shepherd's pie. Enjoy. Oh,
See you, Neil.
Nick.
Thanks for joining me and sticking around and coming back. I'll probably be on this live stream all on my own when Jay collapses in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, man, I'm probably going to pass out my food. It tastes so good. Thank you for coming back, Neil. Thank you for everyone that stuck around. Right, do you know what I want? I want you guys to actually make little GIFs or screenshots or memes out of this and, like, I can't even talk, out of this live stream. Because that'd be fucking jokes. Honestly, this is fucking amazing.
They say you should be doing ASMR. I mean, you probably will because you're drunk, but... Oh, man. Oh, Christ, man.
Yeah, man, I'm battered. I've had like a litre of gin.
It's like I'm listening to a fucking porno. Just hit.
This shepherd's pie is a porno. It's so good. Oh, mate. My phone is going mental right now, and it's the work chat. Like, are we going to work or are we not? I'm just going to ignore it. See what happens in the morning. I love you too, Neil.
I was waiting for the typical drunken "I love you."
Stay safe, Neil. Hope you and your mum are alright. Honestly, this shepherd's pie is amazing. Nick, I love you. This is an amazing shepherd's pie.
Oh my god. I thought you were bad enough sober.
Yeah, boy. All we need now is a channel name to switch to JXXX. Jay's like, new phone, who dis? Yeah, 100%. If they like, oh, you're working tomorrow, I'll be like, oh, I don't know what you're on about. Work? Tomorrow? Don't think so, somehow. I'm going to need at least 72 hours notice, do you know what I mean? Oh, honestly. So I wonder what that means for your line of work, El, if you're in manufacturing.
Well, that's what I don't know. Basically, it's saying that I should be going back to work ASAP, but I have no idea. I'll probably get
unlimited exercise. Mate, if it's sunny tomorrow, I'll be sitting down by the lake all day. Probably shouldn't, though.
That's if you can even wake up tomorrow.
I think Jay's sneaking around with your mum. That is a horrible thing to say. I'm definitely not. Honestly, like this meal is so good that I'm wondering what dessert's going to be. And if we haven't got dessert, I'm going to stab someone. Oh, wait, what's the time?
It's pretty late.
Our local co-op shuts at 8 but stays open until 9 for NHS workers, so I'm going to push Nick round to the shop so she can get some ice cream or something.
I think some fresh air would do you some good, Jay.
Nah, mate. Fresh air? Mind you, we're allowed unlimited exercise now, so... Might go for a run.
Go and run off some of that gin.
To be fair, I need to go to the shop and get some more mixers. I mean bread.
some more.
Stab me harder, daddy. What is wrong with you lot?
Oh, that's just him. That's just who he is.
Fair enough. Oh, mate.
Well, I suppose as a first time for everything, I've now heard someone get like almost orgasmic over a shepherd's pie.
I've not had shepherd's pie in months, and that's fucking amazing. Raspberry custard for dessert. Don't need to, bruv. I'm vaping it. What you saying? Oh. Oh, mate. It was so good. I'm sorry that you guys had to endure that, but that tasted good. Chase goes for runs, end up the fish first in the bush. Probably in the lake. Drown myself. Excuse me. Oh, I'm so sorry. Elliot, what have you done?
We are a feral people.
You're getting messages before I do. This is annoying. I want to see them. We are feral people. Oh, dear. Mate. This has been one very interesting live stream, and thank you so much for everyone that has actually come on and stayed through this, because you are braver people than me. Oh, dear.
Might be a time to wrap it up, though, huh?
Yeah, man, I finished my picture and I finished my shepherd's pie. Right. Thank you so much for everyone that come on. I apologise for the last hour and a half of just shit that I've been chatting. Thank you again, Elliot. I'm glad you're all right. Thank you for coming on and moderating and just getting
I'll be
involved.
there every time,
I really
man.
appreciate it. I know, man. I absolutely fucking love our Sunday live streams. When Jay goes for a run, he does a Madeleine McCann and gets drugged. The fuck is wrong with you, man? Like, genuinely, what?
Trying to drug you.
What? I ain't drugging no one. I ain't getting drugged up. Jesus. I'm already in the doghouse, so I've got to go save myself, really.
Yeah.
But no, thank you so much for everyone who has joined in. I really do appreciate it. You guys have really cheered me up, put me in a very nice mindset for the week to come. Got some nice new content coming for you this week. As long as people can, make their schedules fit, it'll be all right. So if you are new, make sure you subscribe, leave a like on this live stream if you have enjoyed it, and I shall see you guys at some point next week. We'll obviously be back on a Sunday, because the community live streams are litty like a titty. So I shall see you guys next week. Thank you again, Elliot. I love you.
Yeah, no problem. See everyone. Stay
I love
safe.
you guys. Bye.
See ya.